points are
Red tail rogues, we
you
are
add
back.
3d8 plus your constitution modifier. What's your
Things
constitution
went
modifier?
wrong with the summoning. This board isn't representative of anything.
So 3d. Oh, you can. So you can take
And the
5.
party ended
so you
up
take 7, so
somewhere.
21. You get 21 more, or you can roll for it. Well, you need a whole
on top of it, or
yeah, on top of that.
The amount
Just do the 21. It's,
I threw 3.
This one right beside you. And
Oh, no.
yeah, that's
I
easy.
threw you.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Probably shouldn't share.
Well, I have a few.
Yeah, if you take one, you probably just.
Why did you say that I just followed you?
I don't know, and I don't know how to get rid of it either.
Are we good?
I took lucky.
You mean my character's not full?
Of course you did, Steve.
I was tempted, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna
Do
do
we
a
need
character
to be
without
fully
it.
leveled up?
Pardon?
We need to be fully leveled up.
No.
All right, yeah, let's go. Let's make sure you.
No, you're all still damaged. As much as you were healed and have healed, I specifically did not say I was taking a short rest because I wanted. Actually, it's been fucking up on me. I'm going to arrange something for next time, so I have my laptop open beside me, and I just so I don't have to keep turning my neck.
Why don't you just?
No, because it's not set up yet. I want to.
You have another TV in front of you. The TV's everywhere.
I'm going to have.
Hang from fucking
I've got a
ceiling?
corner desk for there actually, a little tiny corner desk for that. So I can have it open and be like, I sit in the end,
Go
the
to-
corner, right? So I can
Go to Costco and get the one with the button that raises it and drops it and raises it.
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah.
fucking
Oh, you
sick.
got to get one of those, Adam. May as well go all out, buddy. What are you gonna do?
May as well.
Get a shit chair.
Why not?
Yeah.
I do need a new chair. So as you
Almost
teleport,
there until time.
And we teleport.
you're recording? Yeah, so we teleport. As Carl described, you hear the voice of General Jarkel's wizard. What was his name?
Xerxes.
Xerxes. Calling out that curse, and then you also with that you hear a loud cackling sound, and the hag's eye on Rama's chest that you were using to communicate bursts, spattering everybody in this vile liquid. You feel like you're being ripped apart for an instant, and then you wake up under the rubble in the dark, in the rubble, very small stream of light cracking through the some of like the rubble that's the debris. This does not look like anywhere you would recognize. People with dark vision, everything's in black and white. You teleport into where you teleport your figure from with Edgar, and you're inside a room that is just rubble with the light streaming in through a crack in the ceiling. That's the only source of light you can see. It's dirty, it's dusty. Bits of wood and splintered desk and whatnot lay scattered about.
Did you say Lay's like potato chip?
Didn't mention anything with potato chips, Jay.
Sorry.
Mister, I don't get the munchies.
He hasn't eaten for 3 days. He's
No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't tempt him, man.
He's fasting. Oh yeah, I forgot.
So, what do you do?
Cry.
So the
We'll look
place
around.
is gone.
You're in a ruined hole. Aside from what I described,
It's part of.
I'm not telling you anything else until you tell me what you do. So you teleport back to where Edgar teleported you from. You figured you'd go back there. When you teleport back, you were in a dark,
Different spot.
secluded oubliette with a small crack of light through the rubble in the ceiling.
Yeah.
How far above us is this?
About 8 feet.
I'll
There's
search.
debris and broken wood that are around. Rama would search.
Yeah, I'll search for a door. Some kind of
There's no door, though. You do find tattered, like it's mostly decayed. It's like a part of a rug, and as you go to pull back the rug, weevils and small mites and like bugs run around and scatter about. Give me what's a passive? So round is 25.
passive.
No, sorry, not passive. Sorry, my passive is 20. Sorry,
That's so crazy.
Yeah, my passive is almost 14.
because I'm going to take the alert feed next time.
Pretty alert.
That's 5 on my
Yeah.
search check. Oh, and I think it's initiative too. What's my initiative?
Seriously.
Alert doesn't. It's +5 initiative. Can't
Oh,
be
+5
surprised,
initiative.
No advantage.
That's right.
when
+5
hiding.
initiative, not
No
a percent.
advantage versus you when you're hiding.
Yeah.
I took that feat too.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
good.
what is
I haven't taken it yet.
charisma or
I'm
wisdom?
tied up.
You get bonus when you're beside me.
+5.
That's
Yep.
5.
For everything.
Whenever we're within 30 feet of you, so 25. Right?
So I'll offer to boost Usidore or Luna or someone that's on the lighter side up to take a look at. See if they can look up through the light. I mean, I'm tall.
You're still a bear until you say otherwise, isn't it?
Okay, so not Luna. Usidore.
So you can probably stand up and dig if you want.
I mean, I can fly
But-
too.
I'm 6
It's
foot
a
one.
crack.
No, don't fly.
It's a crack in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Now-
Can we go up and check it out?
Do we hear anything from outside?
So Rama is doing a thorough search, and he will tell, he's going to tell you everything that he finds. If someone cast light on a rock past me,
I haven't.
I know I have dark vision, but I'd like to be able to see
No, I
in
don't
color
have
while I
light
search.
charge. I don't have light charge.
I do. Oh,
Aces. Thank you. So I can see color and I can do whatever, but I'm taking a very long time to search everything. Anything that's here, I'll let you know. I don't know water deep like you do, but if I find something of interest, water people do that. And yeah.
yeah, I'm boosting Usidore up to see if he can look out, see if he notices anything he can see through that crack.
He sees the sky, part of a ruined wall, overgrown vines, and but it's raining. Okay, so there's light coming through, but it's raining, and it's like, but water's not dripping, like not dripping in. And like I said, you see the wall, you see vines, you see like some long ropes that you can't really make out without breaking through the rubble. There's some ropes that seem to be like strung about.
It's some sort of time travel thing. I don't until it's supposed to apocalyptic water deep.
We might not even be
Well,
able
we
to-
saw Edgar
Something happened.
going through his
Where am I?
lights.
You will bring.
So I'm assuming
Sorry, I
that
don't. I don't.
I just
But
try to
Tello-
get my bearings here.
Tello also doesn't know Aurora's house.
So-
He's
Right.
been there once, so he couldn't tell you if that's where we are or not. I don't.
So at this, come with me. I should talk to you outside. So while you guys develop a quick plan, I will. So I can't tell them what's going on until they do their thing.
I'm gonna try
And
and
I'm not allowed to say anything on it.
And you're not here either, right?
Correct.
What does Luna want to do? I forget she's here. Whoever's on the phone gets
Yeah.
forgotten
Yeah.
too often.
The phone is the
Very
forgotten
much
one.
so.
I guess I'm back in the human-ish form. Normal.
Don't do that yet. We don't know where we are.
Okay.
It's nothing to be, lost by.
Just reach up and start digging.
Yeah, really, if the wall, if it's 8 feet up, I'm 6 foot, she's a bear, so she can start digging up that hole.
Oh yeah.
Get us out.
Oh yeah, she could dig up that wall.
Into a giant badger.
That's
Badger
a
mole.
good angle.
Badger.
It's the only angle I can get could get two of you guys in it right now.
Okay. Sorry.
You got a good angle on Stefan. Hey, what's up?
Is that the dog eared pH?
Hey,
that hurts me. Oh! Oh no!
Oh, I got the crumble like it showed up. Like
Oh,
Steve's rolling ones for the rest of the night.
savage!
Let's see it,
Just
let's see it.
a
Steve's
savage.
gods are fucking
Why?
Oh, you are chaotic
Why?
neutral.
Oh my god.
I'm proud of you, Steve. Do you want some coke to spill out or something?
Disgusting.
I guess that on my corner getting bent.
So-
I don't bend my comic books. This is just
Yeah.
this is just a it's like a workbook.
So
Do you want? Yeah, basically. I guess.
Yep. Yep. It's true. That's true. Sure.
So wait, with my guy, I can pick smites as well, right? Different smites for my
Yeah,
spells.
yeah. Yeah, and stack them with your regular smite if you really want to go to town.
Okay, so then how many spells?
Like too
It's
far.
fucking.
A lot. It's on your thing, on your page, your front page, how many spells you get.
No.
So we're here. What are you guys doing?
There we go.
You find yourself in a hole. You're boosting someone up.
Yeah, Usidore was gonna look. Luna mentioned while you were out of the room that she was gonna start digging. If we can get out.
Okay, Rama is searching everywhere else. Everything else. Give me a. Gotta have my character sheet here. Give me an insight check. Someone.
I have expertise, so that would be 28.
Okay, so as someone who lives in a shell, which is very structurally sound, being inside essentially another shell that is much less structurally sound. As soon as she goes up to start clawing, like whoa, like
Okay.
maybe not, right? Like it's gonna cave in if you
Okay.
do that. So you've got to get out very carefully, right? You'd have to like plan it a little bit. So you're welcome to dig it. You are welcome to dig it out if you want. If someone wants to like, put a force field up and burn the 4th level spell or whatever it is for a force field if they can cast it. If not,
Is Rama noticing any exits?
as soon as she starts digging, he's like, what the fuck, right? Like, look what's going on, and you hear the cracking. So we should dig out through that thing. Like, I can check that if you want, or I can. We have any idea. We can probably open it up, so like make it. She's on your back. Luna's on your back.
No, Usidore is. She's a bear still, so she
Okay.
was.
Yeah, that's right. Then Usidore, if we're going to try and get through the crack that's in the ceiling, I need you to make a strength check.
Oh shit! You asked the exact wrong person.
I give you bardic inspiration. I'll burn my last one.
Oh,
Aw.
nice.
Add a D10 if you need it. Don't add it until you've rolled.
Before I tell you if it's a success or not.
So what did you roll? 10?
Well, 5 plus nothing.
Yeah, add the 10. I don't even know if 15 is going to do it, but.
Do you
I
get
would
plus
be
5?
Surprised.
Oh, actually, don't waste it.
Okay. Makes sense. I have
So
no
these
luck.
ones right- girl,
Give
these
me
ones right here.
Give
I
me
get
a
automatic
dexterity
hit.
saving throw and take 6 damage. Take 6 damage.
Yes.
So these ones I get automatically, and then I
On
can
those
pick
turns.
other
So
ones.
got that. So
Correct.
Uh,
I think
17 on my dex.
is the best way for you.
So you take 6 as a chunk of rock falls on your head. Usidore, give me you made a what? Sorry.
17.
Okay, so you're able to hold him. You feel yourself about to go, and Pip grabs you so that you don't fall off of his back.
Nice.
As you loose another boulder, which falls down, making a loud noise.
Okay.
As the rock, right? As it lands on the broken wood and whatnot.
Tell
that
puts his
was at your
head
feet.
inside his shell.
Yeah. Ting! you can if you stand up now, you're still on his back.
Yeah.
You can look out and you see into. It looks familiar. It's raining, like horribly. Like the surroundings, like you. It doesn't. Kind of recognizable, but you can't place it. Like because you're inside a building,
Right.
but you're inside part of a collapsed building. Now, as you look around, you can make out the courtyard.
Okay.
Of Aurora's family's house.
Right.
So it's noticeable only because of the well that Luna was sitting beside when she did her meditation thing.
Right.
Okay.
Where you fell in love with her all over again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pretty
That was
sweet.
so cute. Tell us all about it.
There are birds. There's 2 birds sitting on a branch that when the rock falls, start squawking back and forth with it. They jump around the branches, start squawking back
Describing
and forth.
what I see to everybody.
Does Luna have to speak with animals?
Yes. Sweetheart.
She can't
I
cast
have
Hunter's
to turn
ability.
back into a druid.
Just saying, this is what you see. You don't have, that's one course of action.
You don't have
One
to.
course
I'm
of
just,
action.
It's interesting.
that's my favorite spell in Baldur's Gate.
Carl?
3, is just
Yeah,
walking
and
around.
Brian. You hear a loud
Crack
crack
straighter and stuff.
as
Well,
you're
rest.
feeling like you're led like through the ruins here because of the background that you know, right?
Yeah.
And you have been traveling with someone who you believe that you met with Pip up in Icewind Dale, who showed up at his inn claiming to be the son of Usidore the Blue. Pip and talking to Anna because Pip's character would also know that 15 years has passed since they teleported away and came back. And during that time, there was a massive battle at Waterdeep. That two-headed dragon that had begun occupying lands to the south that you guys encountered and fled from as it was getting started. Without any real information, you then went to Icewind Dale and did all this stuff. Right? And left the governments to do what governments do. They began. There was some outright attacks after the attack that happened against your party in the town before you left Icewind Dale.
Yep.
Right? I described that there was an influx of refugees, and that there was battles. Like sometimes they would actually come up and test the walls.
Yep.
Right. An occasional young black dragon or green dragon had sometimes been seen in the vicinity. You don't often see them together, but they've been keeping their distance and swooping away. Lady Farrell would have been talking to Pip as well, getting involved in all this. There was a large-scale battle where the refugees that had come in had attacked from within during a siege and causing the people on the tower to turn their magical defenses, their cannons that you guys have already described, into the town. Not being able to discern friend from foe, decimated their city, kind of themselves. And that green dragon that you encountered before has taken up and turned that into its lair, its residence, and has been gathering green and black dragons to that location. And that's what you know. And that Waterdeep is toast. Strago, the silver dragon, was defeated. There was a large dragon turtle that attacked from the ocean at the same time during this whole thing. It was a horrible battle, and people were looking for Pip, and Pip now has an alias of whatever alias you want for Pip. Okay, so that's what Pip knows. You guys are walking. You know all this information as well, and you're walking. You're on a mission that you feel led, Carl. You know that you have snuck in to the ruins of Waterdeep only yesterday. And with Kayla Renner, who knows Pip, and who you entrusted to go and kind of take him on this mission, you can't go. The Pip couldn't go there because he would be recognized, and because he knows that they're after the Drakenhorn that they know that he took. They just but they can't find him.
How do you feel with that?
Yeah.
It's the best place to have that one. Out of all the party members.
Yeah, it was definitely the most responsible one. It was,
Yeah, but you know that they can't locate it. You know they've been trying, but they can't. The only person they can think of are the party members, and they were able to there's heavy magics, right? You guys have snuck into Waterdeep through the old sewers that you had heard tell about. That Usidore had told Pip, but Pip was also there when they traveled through the goblin thing. He gave you a way in through the wharf.
Pip would have sent you with the token that we got from
Right.
the goblins as well.
There were no goblins encountered in the goblin warrens, in the sewers beneath the city. When you guys snuck in, there was absolute desolation. Okay,
Kind of cool thing going on there.
you know that
Hopefully they
this
just
place
keep
is
the
infested
ship
with.
the other
way.
You know this place is infested with dragons. And what are you have the invocation? You can cast invisibility on yourself, can't you? Isn't that one of your things that you have?
Yes. Level 12 still.
Yeah.
No, that's level 2. I gotta put that up. What should we at now?
Yeah.
Visibility, yeah, I got the
So you can turn yourself invisible whenever you want. You can also levitate yourself, which you had done before. So you can be levitating over the ground at the absolute silence. Carl, your character is there. You guys, as I said, you hear the sound of a falling rock. So, but it was just, you beat it by a lot with you, so you were able to catch him, and he didn't fall, meaning that you don't hear any screaming, but you hear it happen over there. You hear the cawing. You hear the cawing of ravens in a tree nearby. What do you do?
You there, Luna? You could talk to the ravens.
So I'm with Kellic right now.
You're with Kellic right now.
she's on.
You've traveled. He's your you're his charge. He's your guardian on your quest to find Usidore the Blue, because Pip has no idea what happened to them. But they teleported away and were gone.
Yeah, and neither did the rest of Waterdeep in their hour of need, when they seem to have been abandoned even by Usidore the Blue and the rest of that party. Yeah, yeah.
There you go, Carl. So, for when you need it. So you guys, that's what you hear. You guys know that green dragons, because you've done your research on this quest. You didn't just come in
You
here
should
willy-nilly.
get that off of there. Get that off of there.
Sorry, I should do this again. Sorry, I didn't even think. I don't even see the screen, right?
Yeah,
I don't know what that was. Hopefully it wasn't a dick thing.
Oh, it was definitely a
Banned.
So, you guys know that there's both black dragons and green dragons, and that Waterdeep is legend to be overrun with undead. It's an absolute wasteland. People avoid it at all costs, but you feel led here. As you come out through the sewers toward Aurora's house, because they had a direct line through the path that Pip had described to you, you arrive at the manor house. As you guys have been there, you know that green dragons use birds and rodents to communicate. And when they're lairs, they can use them as spies. So you see these two crows and know that if they fly back with information that they've seen you, it's bad. Like you know that dragons and whatnot use the rodents and natural animals and its lairs specifically to carry messages and spies. So you see two crows. You hear a rock fall. You see two crows in a tree that you hadn't noticed before. Begin cawing.
Eldritch blast them right away.
And we're initiative.
No,
Let's get it. Eldritch blast them. I'll blast the other one too.
Yeah.
I'll blast them both, and then I'll say, "Aha, old man, that's how you do it." Nice and slow.
He's a cocky young fuck. So I don't even need to roll damage. You don't even roll to attack. So yeah. Roll to attack. Roll to attack. Yeah.
Maybe the Dark Lords favor me.
Sorry, I forgot your class.
Are they ravens or crows?
Ravens. I might have said. Let's
A
see.
16 and a 19 on the dice.
Pop! The two crows that you saw that were cawing back and forth explode in a puff of feathers as they are hit by a ray of green light. Or, sorry, I don't mean to assume. A ray of
Green.
light. Pop! Sticking your head up, you cannot see.
I thought of it as green light before you said it.
Just 2 more souls consumed in this cesspit they call Waterdeep. Can't wait till I'm out of this place.
You know that him talking very loudly is probably a bad idea. The arrogance and cockiness that he's showing.
So now there's no way to know if those birds were.
If there's dragons in here, we're probably dead already anyway.
A legend says there are quite a few.
Let's try and get some stuff.
Okay, so you hear, as I said, you hear that rock falling off in the distance. Usidore,
Yes.
standing on Tello's back because he dexterously didn't drop you on your face.
Yes. And so I'm up there and
Yeah.
I'm checking this shit out.
So you pull your head out. Describe what you're wearing.
Okay, so I've got my blue but sooty cloak of winter on me, and I'm just
You're wearing the hat.
I'm being very careful. Head down, my hood back, and sort of peering over top. Kind
You
of like
see?
in kind of like in Monty Python when they're peering over to look at the rabbit. Kind of like
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you would see this person, whoever Carl is, as he describes himself, and Kalik Renner, who you would recognize, but Kalik is like telling him to shut up, keep it like don't be so brazen. Like, I will leave it. The rest of it's up to
A
them.
tall, lean, cloak-wearing individual. From what you can tell from where you are.
Okay, so now what do I do? I guess.
Well, yeah, that's what you see. That's what you see. It's
So
raining.
I'm going to be
Hurry
like, hey,
the fuck
I'm
up!
going to yell down. I'm like, hey, there are these.
I'm a bard.
Two necromancers out there hanging out. I know them. They seem like they were fine. We got along fairly well. The one was a friend who was kind of weird and perverted. You've met him before, actually. And then the other guy we rescued from some drow.
So as soon as someone tells them, does anyone tell? Because Rama's running around the basement now.
I'm
searching
explaining
it.
down what's going on.
Something just happened.
I'm
He hears a
saying I
caw,
just
caw,
saw-
caw, caw.
yeah.
Foo, foo. What just happened?
Yeah.
What happened to the birds?
I'm describing to him what happened with the birds and
Wait,
that I
speak up,
know
big
these
man.
guys. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
And Rama jumps out with a bow notched and ready. Another one ready to go, pointed at the two of you. He does not know you.
I'm
Right?
trying to explain that I've met them and we can talk. I know them, not well, but well enough that we can sit down and chat. Well, I know the one guy
Hey
well,
there!
but you might want to know.
I've got my
backstory.
bow and arrow tracked at him. I'm being quietly. I'm getting their attention as I duck back behind cover. You know you've been spotted. You know you've got like an elven ranger has an arrow trained directly at you and
I
back
push
and forth.
Usidore.
I say, what the
Try to
hell?
get
Where'd
him
this
through.
guy come from? And I kind of grab Kellic and hold him in front of me, and then
Shut
kinda
your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Then shuffle off, and then shuffle off towards like a rock.
Silence!
Then I just
I cast silence.
I kind of toss him towards you a little bit, and then make my getaway over to where it's safe.
Silently.
Silently.
Good.
I'll try and push Usidore through the hole, get him higher.
So can I try and grab?
Are you getting out of the hole? You have to tell us back.
I'm getting off Tella's back,
Okay.
and so I'm up there, and I'm gonna shout out to
Help you
Carl's
up.
character.
Well, I can't. I've got them trained, so I can't help you up.
No, I'm talking to Carl's character.
My character's hidden now.
Yeah, but
No,
I
you're not.
saw you leave. I called out to you.
What do you mean, no? There's nowhere for me to go and like hide. There's no like.
Not when I'm watching. You know. You take cover.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. I get what you mean. I get
So
what
I'm
you
gonna
mean.
say,
Yeah.
stop,
You
it's
think you're
Usidore.
Yeah.
Stop, it's Usidore, and I'm gonna stop, it's Usidore. It's okay, but I'm gonna put levitation on him, or I'm going to try to.
On him? That's the guy running?
But I'm gonna call out to him. It's okay, stop, it's Usidore, and then I'm gonna levitate him.
Is this saving throw?
I think so. I don't think I can just do it.
No, but I think objects you can. Levitate.
Yeah, so I'm using levitation.
What's its range? Let's use like
Yeah, you're like-
gotta have like a good amount of distance.
You're like
away
60
from
feet away. Like,
Buddy
at least.
who's just
Let's
crawled
go
out of a
80
hole.
feet away. 80
Oh,
feet
right.
away.
80 feet
It's
away.
like
Well,
buddy
then I
who just
can't.
crawled out of a hole and is suddenly like, it's me, Usidore, and can like see me perfectly and cast a spell on me and shit.
well, he's
Right.
seen you
I don't know how
through the
close you
hole
are.
in the wall.
Yeah, I threw the hole in the wall.
Okay, I don't know how
I more
close you are.
envision it like almost
So,
like
you
almost like
see
a road with a crack in the road.
someone
You're
who you
popping right out of the
recognize as
road to
Usidore,
see it
even
when
though
I'm
it's
on the road. Am I, like, wrong with that?
Right? He's not wearing his.
That's not how it is.
I'm holding it in my hand, or I'm scrunching it back.
Right.
I didn't want to point
Scrunching
it
it.
up.
Scrunching.
Are you still trying to shoot an arrow?
He's not. He's just got you locked.
Scrunching real good.
I didn't cast invisibility.
No, okay, so I don't see you.
Awkward.
So you cast invisibility. So I don't see you,
Yeah.
but I see Carl's character. But he's invisible,
Oh.
and you're levitating, like you said, because you're making no noise. I don't know you're there. But Carl, I saw cast these two things. I'm talking to someone.
Well,
Hey,
you didn't
old
see me
man.
cast those two things. You just.
I saw Eldritch Blast came up. Saw
It's
you
20
screaming.
feet. Oh, range.
60
So
feet.
60 feet. Okay.
An object,
down
a
80
creature
feet.
object of your choice. You can see it virtually rises up to 20 feet.
Really?
Target.
Unwilling
Saving
creatures.
throw or no saving throw?
No.
Con.
No way.
Unwilling
for real?
creatures. No. Look the second paragraph.
The target.
An unwilling creature
Oh.
that succeeds a con.
Oh, con save. Sorry.
Okay, so they do.
Where I don't see that.
If you're willing, you
Oh,
pass.
okay. You charge
If you're,
target out to about 20 feet. Where is it? Oh, con save. There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If it's unwilling.
Con saving
I'm
throw.
gonna assume
Okay.
you're
Versus
unwilling.
what? 19? What's your saving? What's your DC? 19. 8 plus your intelligence. So people. So let's please work on having these numbers written on your sheet.
Yeah, you
So
tell
it's
them, Adam.
so it's
my
8.
intelligence is plus
Right,
4.
Adam.
So it's 8 plus your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency
Go back to
modifier
the thing.
plus whatever
your
your
magic
items.
So what, you're gonna make me make a con save now? You're literally gonna do it to me? I thought, am I 80 feet away, or are you gonna let it happen? Adam?
No,
What's your-
he's,
what's your
he's
wisdom?
80 feet away. So
Three
he
or
can, he can move
intelligence?
20 feet towards you and do it.
Yeah,
So
I guess.
my object
Yes,
is
if we assume that I stand still while he moves his 20 feet, and that we're not both moving sequentially. D&D logic, call me Meledritly.
You can run. If I see you run, I'm gonna stop you
I was going for Viva Leatherly.
because I took my thing and I can hit you and knock you prone.
Oh.
It's gonna happen. You can take damage or not.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to meet him
Intelligence is
sooner or
plus
later.
4?
Yeah. my
Don't be
intelligence is
nervous.
plus
I don't care about meeting him. I care more
So
about some
4
dude out
plus
of nowhere
4 is your
pops out
proficiency
training a
is
bow on
8.
me.
Your
That's what I
magic
cared
item is
about.
plus
I didn't
2
care.
or 3.
Oh, I don't want to
plus
meet this guy. Right? You
3.
want to meet?
I don't
I'm
know
like
you.
some
Plus
dude
8.
that I don't know just showed up and pointed a bow and arrow.
You were
at
being
me.
loud, and I'm telling you to shut up. And then I
19.
cast silence on you.
It's 19.
Well,
DC 19.
lucky I'm out of the range of the silence. Rolled 7. Fuck you.
I came up and I ran. I didn't run away from you.
So holding up in the air, I'm like, don't hurt him.
Yeah.
Let's just chat.
You don't even know who I am.
No, I gotta look at you. I thought we determined that. No,
You don't see him though because he's invisible.
no, I don't see you. Okay, but I see you and I know you.
No, you don't.
No, I'm
You have
just
no
some
idea who
guy
he
that
is.
you're literally
He
accosting me.
assumed-
Put me down.
Oh,
Put
He
me down.
assumes you were Edgar.
I assumed you were Edgar.
I acted based
I
on
thought
on the information you told me.
Put me down.
Okay. Well, he's floating in the air.
Okay,
Just
I've got an arrow trained on him. I'm
He's
not.
just some punk 16-year-old kid.
You recognize Usidore the Blue. No one else in the party you recognize.
Okay.
Oh, because Luna hasn't come up yet. She's a bear anyway.
No, she's.
Hey, I recognize
Is she
that
still
bear.
Or she wants to not be a bear anymore.
Well,
She
she
was-
was planning on maybe talking to those birds, but the birds disappeared. So, are you wanting to be a bear or a human? Love?
I'll
Oh,
be
no,
back to my
You're off camera, Adam.
No.
healthy
Good.
self.
Camera's on
Back
these
to
guys.
healthy
on
self.
these guys. All right,
I
pull
can
it back
boost,
up, Adam. So
I
you
can
see
boost
the-
Luna back up.
You want me to do
Wait a
levitate
minute.
on you now?
What do you want me to do?
Oh,
What you pass
boosting
to
a
me,
spell
please.
slot.
Oh my god!
Actually.
Whoa. This is in my hand. I'm left-handed.
Okay, sorry. I don't want to just aim center of mass because that hurt last time you said. I went tink.
What?
Anyway,
No, it was, I said when he punched me full on center of mass that
Okay.
one day when he was all drunken.
I'll aim center of
It
mass then.
actually
Center of
hurt.
mass then.
Yeah, just don't like try and throw it like a ninja star with the aim of hurting me.
I'm not trying to. You throw it like Ninja Star. I hurt. Good that way.
He's charging. I'll just leave it over here for a bit.
I have it. Can you use yours? Okay.
Sure. He's got the black tar. You can tell.
Everybody else is feeling okay? Everybody else is feeling okay, right?
No, yeah, no, I'm
I
not
feel
sick.
fine.
I'm totally not sick for once.
No, I'm good.
This is
I'm
this is a
not
pretty
sick
new card,
right now.
so it's clean. Not a card I use.
Oh, it's not working.
Not a code card.
Oh, you turned it off. Here.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't mind. You can
That's
probably have
done.
that too. Although I can't speak for anyone else. Yeah, look at your face right now. You're such a prominent feature of this video.
Yeah, that one's
I think I'll use this as the cover page. I'll be like, whatever Adam wants to call this segment.
You look like
And
you're
this will be
staring
the
into
introduction. It will be the
staring
red
into
tail
the
rose
universe.
Yeah.
with Steve in your face right there.
Sorry, Steve.
Cover it all up.
Time.
So that's what you. So you're currently suspended. He's pissed off that he's suspended.
Put me down.
Like
Put
in the
me
air by
down.
your spell.
I'll be right back.
Kaylik, you see this happening. You recognize Usidore. We all pop up. This is happening around you.
Hello will clamber out best he can.
Help me up as best I can. My strength's 12.
I'll just boost people up.
My strength is over 12, so.
So
But I'm very dexterous, so
okay, good. Yeah, parkour
Oh,
that shit. I'll catch you
parkour.
and pull you up. That's the
we'll
only way.
parkour
It's,
out. There you go.
yeah.
That works.
Some turtles move slow.
Not that one.
Got 30 speed.
Yes.
It's a fast turtle. He's kind of sus. Is he even a turtle at this point?
He's 6 foot, 450 pounds. That's
So you guys,
Damn.
She sings a mean song,
yeah,
plays the bagpipes.
and sings at the same time. It's awesome. So you guys, so you got you suspended, Carl. You can't say anything because silence is cast on you.
I thought it was cast. It gets cast at a location.
I
and now that
can't.
I've left that location, I can.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So I should be able to talk.
You can talk.
I'm saying, put me down, let me out of here.
Be quiet.
What? Man, it says the guy trying to kill me. Dude pops up with the
I'll
bow
do it
and
again.
arrow, and he's like, be quiet. Like, man, who are you talking
Where
to
are
here?
we? Keep your voice down. Where are we? What happened to these crows?
What? Yeah, man, I zapped them. I didn't want them to relay back to the dragons that we were here. Come on, man.
What the fuck are you talking about? Does anybody know this kid?
What? Says the guy who just popped out of some hole somewhere. Let me down. Come on, don't make me concuss your wizard. I will cause them to lose concentration.
Okay. So what do you guys do? I'm gonna hint Steve. You hop up.
Scroll down a little. There we go. Excellent.
Yes. So, so you hop up. What are you doing? Anything?
Where's my church?
You don't recognize. Well, you kind of recognize it. You know how to get there, but it's ruins. Everything is destroyed.
I got a 15 on insight. Can I figure out where I am? Knowing Waterdeep fairly well.
You know that you haven't been inside Aurora's compound very often, but when you went with when I followed your character and you and
Right.
Usidore went over and Luna went and meditated in the thing,
Right.
you took notice of the well and you see the well. The well is like they're in the building on the other side from the well. Like they had started walking away that way, sneaking, and no one had seen you.
What's happened here? Last I was here, this was a thriving estate.
Not
Pull
thriving
the
now.
thing
Where's
so I can-
Aurora?
Don't you use your phone?
I can't use my phone. My phone's right here.
Oh,
That's why I was like, you have to pull it up. Like,
Everybody close their eyes.
Nope.
it doesn't really matter. You don't necessarily have to close. Oh, you're gonna give me yours. Sweet.
Trust you not to look at porn.
Oh, what? That's a fail. But
Midget porn.
I quick, especially when I got his.
Only I watch porn on my phone.
Oh, gross. I'm
I'm
totally
kidding.
gross
I'm
then.
joking.
He's not joking.
I am joking.
He's
I touch my
For
phone
the
often.
audience, he's not joking.
When you get to be that age, you need a bigger screen. You can't be squinting.
Yeah. Where's our
tablet.
convo?
That's right.
Oh shit, you got to get that
A lot
upgrade.
top.
Well, that's why sometimes you can see on the video there's like a project to TV button that you can press if you have a smart TV.
Oh, I do, but I just don't want to do it with this.
Cast it.
That's handy.
There you go.
Oh, that's handy. I like
It
what you
is.
did there. It sure is. Or
So that's the spiel. So you he's like I can't. That's my one of my big spells is silence. So I've got it trained on him. And I know I've got my blunt arrowheads. They're still gonna hurt like a fuck, but I'm not gonna aim to.
You have blessed arrows too.
I do. He's human, right, Carl?
he's a human, yeah.
Smells like a human.
I run up to this fellow and I'm like, look, what has happened here? Do you know where Aurora is? Do you know where Pip is?
I'm like I'm like hand gesturing you to stay low. All right.
I'm like now I'm
He texted
you know how you do this? Like I'm kinda like going lower and lower and lower.
I make
And
eye
I'm-
contact with the guy who's levitated. Like, man, that's so literal. Hurry up and get over there. But I'm like, oh.
I'm not saying shit till someone puts me down. And I cross my arms in front of me like this, and I just like do the head thing. You know
I'll
what
be
I'm talking
like,
about? Say,
okay,
Caleb,
I'll-
use the
I'll
Usidore
I'll
approach.
You're doing
totally
the
put
angry
you down.
wife.
You don't
I'm
have to.
doing the angry
Yeah,
wife
you are,
slash
you are, that's
disobedient child.
I'm like, I will put you down. Are you gonna try and leave? I think that'd be a bad idea. You've got a couple arrows pointed at you. You want to talk?
No one's fired at you.
Well, do I want
got
to
it
talk?
trained on you.
No.
My arrows are trained
Will
on
I
you.
talk? Because it seems like
You're
I
in the
got
city
no
of Waterdeep.
choice.
You
I
come
guess
through
so.
a large gate. You just
All right.
popped up
So right
through
now,
a well
I'm the
system
good city
into the
guard.
middle
He's the bad
of
city guard. By
Aurora's,
that I mean I'm trying to help you out here.
compound. That
He
was
is-
described to you
what?
by
I was
Pip.
just
You haven't
wandering
ever seen
around
it
and you
before.
guys
It was
attacked
built
you
in a
from
mansion,
him.
And then
He's
you
got a
left
a
couple
large manor
arrows
house
trained
in
on you. He's a
Waterdeep,
little.
where they had as like
So
a
you're the only
maid
one
base.
who
They had really good
recognizes that.
relations.
But you're
That's
still
where
invisible.
they
isn't it?
they
Oh,
were
you're
last
invisible.
seen teleporting out from.
Yeah.
And then 15
I don't
years
care.
later,
All I know is
as
I show
Carl's
up,
character
I get arrows
arrives,
pointed at
seemingly
me,
on like a
I'm
quest
floating
to,
in
like,
the air like some
relocate
kind of a chump, and now here's this
Right.
old
Pip
guy
Pip
trying to lecture
wants him
me
to, like,
about.
investigate where they teleported
Oh,
from.
let me
see if
go.
it's
I'll
waiting
put
at
you
the
down
back.
if and give me all
What
these
happened?
stipulations.
Where did you
like,
He's just gonna
put
shoot
me
you,
down.
man. I'm trying to help
He's,
you.
shoot me.
uh,
I didn't even do anything.
He
I'm
doesn't
I'm
care.
just
He
wandering
wants
around.
Why don't
answers.
you ever play cooperative character?
Like if we see
This is a cooperative character.
Usidore is, you know Carl.
All
You
my
know
characters
Carl.
are cooperative. What are you talking about?
What's your character's name? What's your character's name?
Because
Mark?
there's all right. There has to be one.
Carl, what's your
non-cooperative
character's name? Is it Mark?
It's always yours.
His character. No, his name is Usidore.
Oh fuck,
Really?
Yeah,
Mr. Junior.
All right. So you see
Goes by
Usidore.
Junior. Don't
and
call me
Us-
Usidore. Thanks. I go by
So I
you.
know his actual son.
Like I don't want to be associated with that
Well,
guy.
you know that's his. You know that's his alleged son.
Wait.
He's claiming to be Usidore's son,
You're-
and
you're
that's what he
crazy.
says to Pip.
If you're
This is
claiming to
good.
use your son, are you part horse?
What do you
Sometimes.
Come on.
So yeah. So I don't know you. So
So you've declared that your name is Usidore.
Yeah, my character's name is.
But
well,
you've
you
declared
asked-
that
But
to
not
everybody,
Not at this point.
just to the characters.
Does he recognize my?
he knows. I'm saying he knows his character's name,
Right, right.
and he sees you, and you recognize Kalek. Well, but you haven't. You don't because you're invisible.
Does he recognize my paladin armor?
He doesn't. You know you. Well, no. Kalek would never have seen your paladin.
No, you Store Junior. Would he recognize
No,
my?
no, because he
paladin
didn't
armor?
travel. Usidore didn't travel with a paladin. When
Yeah, I
he
know, but he's
traveled
in
with
the-
Pip.
Yeah, everyone
He's
knows
in
the
the
story
town.
about
He knows the
Usidore
town.
and his stupid party.
Are you saying this out loud now?
I don't know. I'm like,
Yeah, you're there. You're there.
Yeah. Oh, if you guys are talking about Usidore, yeah,
I just-
man.
just
I don't
keep
even
your
like
voice
this
down.
name. I don't even like this. Oh,
Your
for
name
real
is-
life,
you're
you
called
probably-
Usidore?
No. That might you.
Oh,
Rob is
no,
saying,
I don't even
can
like
we
this
fucking
name.
shut up? Can
I'm
we
on
keep
a
our
damn
voices
Usidore
down?
the Blue obsession.
Sorry. Jesus, fuck.
Usidore too. My name's also Usidore.
Back in the hole. Back in the hole. I'll
I
keep
stare
watch.
at him.
You wanna
I
come with
stare
me?
at him.
Like it's.
You keep watch over these guys. Back in the hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So-
Usidore the Blue from the Northwest. Sorry, the Northeast. It's a common name up there.
You expect me to believe that you're Usidore the Blue? You disappear for 15 years, then ho hum, I just stumble in here, happen to come upon Usidore the Blue, just kind of chilling.
15
buddies
years.
pop up,
What are you talking
Levitate
about?
me. Like, what the hell? Yeah,
What do you mean 15 years?
15 years. No
I
one's
was
heard
here
from
like
you guys.
yesterday. What are you
No one's
talking
heard
about?
from you for 15 years.
15 years? No, we were here with Aurora Rottenbottoms.
Rotten bottoms.
Well,
Hell of a rotten
we call her that or
no one knows
forged
that.
shit. It's
Forged
Aurora.
Forged
You
shit.
know Aurora.
Oh, you mean Saint Aurora?
Saint
Saint Aurora, who fell protecting the walls of Waterdeep? Don't
She
you
was our
ever
friend.
talk
We
about
saw her
her?
yesterday.
Don't you ever? I better.
She
I will
was. She
slap
and I
that
were
name
very,
out of
very
your mouth.
close. She and I were very close. We were very good
Very
friends.
close.
Yeah, sure. Oh, she did mention her good times with Usidore the Blue. She said you were kind of a dick, though.
A dick.
But, yeah,
You were-
definitely. No,
The
she said
last
you
I
were
heard
definitely.
her, she was
she said
applauding me and like yelling my name out.
She said
Not
you were
real
definitely
life.
the real dick of the
Usidore!
party, but she tolerated you.
Yeah.
She
So
said you made a nice donation to the.
you guys are having this conversation in the rubble, right? Down the hole in the rubble.
Yeah, I'm half levitated, trying to talk my way out of it. I just want to be put down.
Put him down.
I just want to be put down.
Put him down.
Shut
and,
up.
have your discussion back in the hole. Tello and I will quickly
What
discuss.
discussion? I got nothing to say to this guy, especially if he is Usidore the Blue.
Luna, you need to come and
Especially-
check this guy out.
Especially.
We're not checking any guys out. Get in the hole.
I very quietly and stealthily close quite a lot amount of distance.
Especially.
All right, so I'm
Like-
going back to the hole. Is there space to do this? Can I go back to the hole and levitate his ass there, dump him in front of Luna, and see what she thinks?
I think that's entirely feasible.
Okay, so you there, hon? Still?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so we do that. We levitate his ass, and I'm like, okay, we need to get some more information out of you. Come come on, you're coming with
And you're
me.
still invisible, right?
I don't want to. You
Yeah.
can't make me.
I grab some of the vines that are like around the area, and I kind of drag them over to kind of cover up the whole entrance. I'm being extremely cautious.
So I've done.
This is if you recognize it as water deep, and now I know it's water deep, so I know something's fucked. So my guy's like,
I'm helping you just try and
I'm getting a map of the area.
All right, so I've got this guy. I've got him in front of us. I put him down gently, and right next to Luna. And how are you going to react to a drow? Or is that even something people
Did you
care
turn
about in a
did you turn
post-apocalyptic
invisible, or are you
world?
still invisible?
I imagine
Yeah.
they would
You're
bit
invisible?
more. So I'm
Yeah.
dropping you at the feet of
You just tell
at
me
the
you end
feet
the
of
spell,
Luna.
and then you just pop out of nowhere.
So you're looking at
Jump
that
in, so-
angry-looking drow. Are you angry, huh?
This is a good time.
Oh,
yeah, you- so-
Juice, how are you
Yeah,
doing there?
Oh, it's Face ID to unlock it. I can't say my spiel went. Just give it to me when it's
Yeah,
when the time comes.
All right, so you've got
who the fuck is that?
So he pops out of nowhere. You went down the hole.
Telling
You
us
just
about
go
it.
levitate yourself down the
See,
hole, right?
and that's how I feel, man. How do you think I feel having dudes just pop out of nowhere, acting all surprised as though I'm like, dude, don't let me down and shit. And here you are, buddy pops out of nowhere. And
In
you're
the hole
surprised.
with you
What about
guys that I
me?
was very careful to cover up afterwards because he's levitating, he's invisible, like there's no way I'd know he's there, right? Okay. So you guys, you pop out of nowhere in the hole with him. You recognize,
Hey, you see?
yeah,
Hey, so I know it's been 15 years, right? He
Yeah.
still doesn't know.
yeah. He
Figured
just
it out?
told you he doesn't know it's been 15 years.
Okay.
You've only
well, you
traveled
were kind of
with him.
screaming that, and I'm calling bullshit.
Right,
You were yelling that.
what?
Yeah, we had a
Just
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
knows
been
about how you
around.
abandoned us, Usidore.
Yeah.
No. But
You and the rest of the party.
he knows all this.
Yes.
Yes, you know all that.
But
You've
I'm
been
learning
there
all
the
this
entire
now because he just told me.
time. Right.
So
Well,
I'm
always
I'm
said
like,
you were good for nothing.
your name's
Now I see
Kalik,
why.
right? Kalik? Kalik. You remember me?
Yes, it's been many years, but
Many
Remember
years.
you.
What are you doing here? Who's this young idiot? He won't
Young
shut
idiot.
up.
Isidore the
Usidore the young?
young boy.
Yeah.
He doesn't know any better.
Young boy. So, well, that makes sense. I mean, being one of the greatest heroes of Waterdeep, it would only be normal that people name their children after me. Young boy, who are your parents, so that I might speak with them about your abysmal attitude?
Well, my abysmal attitude, you are just as cocky as Mom said you would be.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. Usidore the Blue going for 15 years, resulting in probably the fall of Waterdeep. Who knows what you did with that demon lord or whatever they say.
What
But
are
you
you
weren't
talking
there
about?
for me.
Who's
You
your
weren't
mother?
there for her.
What are you talking about? I don't know who you are.
Yeah, but I know you, Usidore. I've read all about the great Usidore the Blue. And yeah, we need some help. And where are you? Nowhere. You and the rest of those guys.
A
Only
legitimate
Pip
child
was there
from all
for
the
us.
orgying that you did in your yesterdays.
Well, what do
right.
you, who is your mother?
My mother, of course you wouldn't even know. Of course you wouldn't even know.
I really
His
don't
mom-
know.
Ask him
Of
I
course
have
you
no
don't
clue.
even recognize one.
Ask him where
Come on,
Pip is.
Amber Ainsworth.
No.
You don't
No.
even know.
No.
You don't even
No.
know. That's what I mean.
I
No
know.
wonder. No wonder she didn't want me to meet you. It's just like she said. Oh,
You
I
sure
can't believe
the
that I have
slut.
to show up here.
You serve the slut.
I can't believe I'm even here looking for you. Just wanted the dreams to stop, and now I'm sure they will.
Are you sure
That's
she
fucking
didn't
funny.
mean Mogrim instead of Usidore?
Pip specifically remembers the name Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do remember Amber?
Pip would. Yeah.
Pip would, yeah.
Oh, fucking Amber.
Maybe you're his dad.
Yeah, you used her and then you just threw her away.
So the party now, if you're taking a minute to explain, Carl, you've got your thing that you can ad lib. You had the. Let me bring that up for you now.
Oh yeah, okay, a little bit.
Okay, so here's the
Sorry,
thing.
Oh,
Luna just mentioned something.
Sorry?
I'm like this fucking close to Kathy and Tangle on this.
Probably on Usidore.
Probably be on.
I cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Oh, yeah, I repeat everything I said, and it's all
Okay.
true. I made this one for you, Jay.
I am just.
You
are the fun.
Usidore's blue balls really good.
Well, unfortunately, this has to be pre-Blue Balls. This has to be pre-Blue Balls era.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It has to be pre-Blue Balls
Yeah.
era.
There you go. You're gonna have
He
to.
was
You're gonna have to ad lib it,
experimenting.
Carl.
He was experimenting with the rest.
You're gonna have to ad lib it.
Yeah, I'll do mostly ad libbing.
Yeah.
When I'm asked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
no.
impossible.
Oh,
Every single time I had sexual intercourse with anyone or anything, every single time.
Anything.
Don't ask too many questions.
No, you don't know. You have no
Asking
idea.
questions
He
you have no right
claimed
to
You
ask.
need the lore.
Every
He claimed
single
to pick-
time,
Claiming
I
to be the
would
son of
use
Usidore.
very high
Having
level
dreams and visions on a quest.
prophylactic spells.
Retain
You're
it
very
to
high, that's
refine
right.
it.
Prophylactic spells,
Oh.
many spells.
Dragon
And
Yeah,
Sleep
yeah.
Condoms.
Mom
Right.
told me all
Dragon
about
Sleep
how
Condoms.
she
Asked
was
you
your
to go with him
favorite, and
because
all
it's
it was all about
Your
all
fae
about
goddess
Mom, all about
feels
Amber until it
as you
wasn't.
wanted
Then
to
you
travel
sent
the
her on her
water,
way.
you learned more
She
about
was a
what's
piece of
happened
trash,
there.
a piece of garbage.
And
You used her up and you
established
tossed
that
her
that
out
is
when you were done with
I
her.
think somebody has
hatred
told you something very
your
inaccurate. I find this highly unlikely. You need to present me with some evidence.
Probably don't even remember her. I saw it. In fact, I asked
I
him.
saw the video.
I asked him. We could
It
go
was
back
online.
and watch his video.
Yeah.
And it's true. You don't even remember her. Don't even remember. So, there, can you do this on me?
Okay.
Yeah, I want me to bring it up on here,
So,
Carl.
I'll
Let's
go
bring it
ahead.
up on here.
Hold on,
No. Give me the
Hold
phone. Give me
on.
the phone.
Is Rochelle getting mad? Like, is she like looking at him like with like
Luna's
disgust?
unhappy.
Yeah, Luna's pissed.
What was that, Rochelle?
All right.
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Who do you want to cast Entangle on? So do the thing. Do the
Yeah,
spiel.
all right, I'll do it right
Probably
now.
do it on both of us if she
Here's
wanted
the deal.
to.
So if you ask him about what happened
Could entangle us
previously,
together and then we have
if you ask him about what happened previously, he'll tell you the story of what happened here.
Usidore
So
sleeping on
the
couch
last
under
thing
the
that my
rubble.
mother told me before she died was that the great Usidore the Blue was my father, and that he should have been a wizard up on the wall defending Waterdeep from the armies of Climax the Twin Soul, second-born child of Tiamat, Herald of Oblivion. As the many scattered hamlets and villages in the south continued to fall to their legions, Waterdeep opened her doors in their hour of need to accept the multitudes of refugees that fled from the wanton destruction. Thrice the armies besieged the walls, and thrice they were
wontons.
repelled by the magical might of the City of Splendors, their guild of mages. Lady Farrell herself swept through the ranks, slaying thousands, only to have them rise again and again. And Lady Aurora and Edgar, the noble necromancer who truly redeemed himself in the face of the people.
Fine,
They
Carl.
all fought
With his-
until the bitter end.
His horde of zombies,
Until the
sex
bitter-
slaves,
his
is that how they
zombies-
defended this?
His zombies throwing
sticky
themselves
zombie.
into the army and doing a noble job at defending who knows how many people they saved.
Oh, they were probably doing a pretty noble
As the
job.
fourth siege attack was Undermount began, once again, the tired and battle-weary mages took to their posts to once again defend the great city and all she stood for. But that's when all of them were deceived. But that's when they were all of them deceived.
I know,
had to
I didn't
say
get
it
that
in the-
from
in the
anywhere,
right
I know,
voice. For the attack did not begin from the other side of the walls, but from the very heart of the city and from the sea.
Was this AI?
No.
You wrote this?
Oh, I wrote this.
You
Yeah,
wrote
this
this.
is
okay,
an
okay.
Adam special. Oh god, it gets political. The multitudes of refugees were not as harmless as we believe.
Oh,
Hundreds of paladins and clerics of Tiamat, as well as mages and rangers, swelled from streets, wandering the same regalia as the defenders, causing confusion and panic. And in their haste to respond, some of the mages on the wall turned their cannons into the city itself. Unable to distinguish friend from foe, the defenders had no chance. From the sea, the animated remains of a once great and proud silver dragon froze the ships into their mooring and distracted Lady Farrell enough in her actions that she fell victim to the magical cannons that she herself had championed for. I was
I like the
5
irony of
when
that.
she died. She left me in the care of Kellic Rayner, a friend of the champion of the realms known as Pip, and his friend Edgar the necromancer. And they've been searching the world on what had become of the party of Usidore and his faithful traveling companions. But everyone went missing without a trace 15 years ago, and no one has seen them since. Until now, I guess. And man, just like she described you. Just like in your
So you
dream, man.
explained all. So you just said all
Disappointment.
that.
That's right. Like I just said all that.
Okay, so
Thank you.
I'm like, last we were in the infernal realms, and I'm explaining it to him. Did you not hear that we were sent on that quest?
Oh, absolutely. And then you took your sweet time coming back, and who knows what happened.
For us, we just arrived here. If it's been 15 years, something very strange is going on. Either we're in a different dimension, or this is a pocket of unreality, or could time have
Wow. And
traveled
how
differently?
convenient that
Questioning your
me,
very existence.
the son of Usidore the Blue, just happened to be here at the exact same day and time that you should pop out of nowhere and train some arrows on me. Seems very convenient. Are you sure you're
Meanwhile-
not from the demon realm? Seems
While
pretty
they're having their
sus.
conversation, we assess we are in fact, you can confirm we are in fact at the Aurora's estate. And we spot a lot, like, there's not just that the buildings were destroyed, but there's a lot of overgrown foliage that's like some, what, when you left 15 years ago were like in pots the sides of houses. When part of the houses in a row, well, they've now grown into like enormous elms in the middle of the city, where like with built into the framework of like with the house. So it's like it's growing out of the remains of the house, and it would be more than 15 years old if 15 years has passed. And it's been more than a lot of growth has happened here, like Godzilla type growth. Right. And we can establish that, but we see no people, right? Except for the remains of a body that's roped across like a wall that it's long since desiccated, and only its upper torso remains by the folds of its black cloak strapped there. A lot of the vines in the area kind of are growing up into that body, but they're not currently, like, nothing's happening. It's all just like that is the only bit of life that, so it's just like something happened there, right? No, there's nothing for us to find. We don't see people. We see evidence of Dragonborn, like just like we don't see any, but we see evidence that things are moving, or not of Dragonborn, that things are moving around. There's been movement. There's tracks. Some skeletal, like a lot of animal tracks and large animal tracks, like dogs and stuff like that. Snakes, some drakes, and I can have the big rolled up map of Waterdeep, or do you want me to bring it up?
Yeah, bring it up on the screen.
Yeah, bring it up. Bring it up.
So, I ask Usidore Jr.
Just you.
So what are you doing?
What do you mean? I just felt compelled to come here for some reason. And Kellic was like, "Oh, follow your dreams, follow your heart. It'll make you a better person." As if I need to be a better person. And I just came over
sounds
here.
like a warlock.
I was like,
Just
man.
inspirational.
I was like, man, I'll go and I'll do some heavy looting in this place, if nothing else. But dude, there's nothing even here. What a waste of time. And then I meet up with you. Like I said, how convenient. The Dark Lord never told me about any of this. Just gave me all this power.
So this is happening. This is happening at the Aurora Estate, which is right here in this quadrant where the arrow is.
Where would my church have been?
Your church would have been here at that, like, kind of where the
Like
trade ward.
3-4 blocks away.
Yeah, like where the trade ward and the castle ward kind of mix.
Okay.
And this is the town square where they used to burn witches a few weeks ago. Yeah, all right, that's right. You're concerned. Like
We
maybe a couple
burned some
months ago.
tags there, but
Yeah. Oh, and they're gonna burn Aurora there.
oh yeah, that's right.
You guys came through a map from the sewers, up through the well there. We don't know about any of that. Something bad happened here. You look around and we can see that there's evidence of old scorching, but deep. Like this stone has been melted and then stained. There's like a thick where these stains are. There's like no growth, but there's a lot of growth around it, but not where the stain is.
So blighted the ground.
Yeah. That's we can return back with that knowledge after that conversation happened, right? So you return to the courtyard. I'm being very careful. and we're searching for any sign of any kind of animals, right? Currently, we don't see any. We head back into the hole. We meet back up at the party. Unless there's something else you want to do. Is there somewhere specific while we were searching that you want to go? I
mean,
tell you, there's
Tello,
evidence.
Tello knows that there's probably some magic stored in this house somewhere, knowing the little bit we knew about Edward or Edmund.
Yeah, and had a whole sorcerer's training estate there. Like,
If we're searching, I would go back to.
But you're not. You're in the hole.
You're in the hole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we'll search as we go. But right now we're not searching. We're scouting.
Okay.
Getting our bearings.
I'll,
right?
I'll mention that to you. That I've, from my experience here, this is probably a place of power.
I've only been here, like I said, for like the week or two leading up to our.
How long have you
I
been
know
here
nothing
for?
about Waterdeep.
Usidore?
I followed you when you came here,
Me?
Yes.
and just
Oh,
so I
man.
could
Son
scout
of
it.
a bitch.
I like just got
So-
here.
Just to kind of
I
scout the
got
area
here,
and see
and
where
then your
this,
buddy
where
over
this place
there
was. I knew
decided
nothing
he wanted
about
to shoot me up.
Be nice to your dad, right?
Hey, I don't even know if he is my dad. He could just be
He-
some chump saying, "Oh,
he is-
Usidore the Blue." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Usidore
When,
the Blues have
Usidore.
come and gone.
You should do an insight check and see if you see like similarities.
Yep,
Yeah,
you should.
let's do it.
Are you casting Zone of Truth? You believe? You
I already
Oh,
have
why
it.
don't you
Yeah,
do
you
the
believe
Burdick
it.
insight
Yeah.
too?
I
Uh,
believe
He
I
believes
blew my
every word he's
last
saying.
Spartacus
it.
prediction.
19.
Oh,
He basically looks like a straight up carbon copy version of young Usidore. Carbon copy, pretty much,
poor
like
kid.
except younger.
Looks like you got some child support to catch up on.
Yep, you could almost think to yourself, "Gee, this does look like
The
Usidore."
paladin will hold you to it too.
Yeah.
But it's funny because there's that 15-year time gap that happens between Usidore and the kid. It's as though Usidore is 15 years still younger than he should be, and the
So
kid
whatever
is
you wanted to
15.
have happen.
So it's almost like
between the last
because of the
adventure and
time
this
paradox,
adventure,
there's like
could
only
have
like a
happened
10-year
in the
difference
development.
between them, kind of deal.
So however you want to
Yeah.
evaluate that. So
This
we'll
is
get
good.
you
Luna's getting
some-
very angry at
I
this
can
young man.
text with you about getting
Well, how
better.
about you just put me down
You'll have
already,
different
Dad?
armor,
Look
you'll
at
have different-
I do that kick
different
thing in
equipment,
midair,
you'll
where
have
it's just
great
like can't get down. I'm assuming you're just holding me there and.
So
spacing.
she's not buying Astoria at
He used to
all,
have
and
nice
she's
levels.
yelling in his face, "Who the fuck is Amber?"
And if I was-
She's
and I
about
guess,
to cut a bitch.
who the fuck are you? Amber's my mom. Thanks.
Oh, he's good, man. Actually, he's really
So-
good.
And this chump, Usidore the Blue.
He's,
I guess I know why she's gone.
Getting pretty good. He's got a little solid punch on him now.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Nice. Yeah, what you do is
Oh no, put the phone so she can hear better.
It's gonna get
Oh,
better. You're
oh.
saying.
I thought you were showing
Yeah,
us.
No, no, no.
Oh, we should have the other sometimes.
No, it just says who the
You're
fuck
running
is
one
Amber.
off after
I'll
this,
tell-
I can
I'll
keep
tell
the
you.
table
Yeah.
Bitch, who the fuck are you?
I'll be like, I used to
You enjoyed
be
it?
literally
Why?
all in this town. Just trying to persuade you more so that we are who we say we are.
I ain't saying shit till this guy over here puts me down.
Put him down.
Oh, this whole time you still.
Yeah,
Still
man.
low.
They won't put me down.
You guys
They,
put him down.
they're holding me hostage.
I'm
Help,
telling you to put him
help.
down. Put him down.
How long?
Alright, we'll
What
put
was
him
the
down.
shit left? Shit, he said to you. I would have dropped him.
Dude,
It's 10 minutes.
said
Melt
what?
it off.
So we I guess we go exploring for about 9.5 minutes.
He's been put down. Not
Alright,
put
I'm no
down, but
longer-
like
I'm no longer-
Luna's
Yeah.
thinking about putting
he's
him down.
16 years too late for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
do you want to go back to it just so we can make
Yeah.
sure it's all going and working properly?
So you guys
That sounds like the wrong way, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
or I don't know. So yeah, so we're all back together in the hole. We report on what we see.
Now, am I with you in the hole?
Yes.
Hold me hostage here.
Yeah, so the two of us are going down.
I assess the level of your voice. Is your voice low enough that it won't upset my character? Like, are you talking normally or are you screaming?
I'm talking normally, but when I talk normally, it's still kind of loud. You know?
And you give us all 5 of your middle
Yeah.
names.
Like
Can
you guys,
introduce yourself?
you guys.
Actually, they call me
Hey, you need
Usidore,
to
and
take
that's
your
it.
drone
I don't want any extra names.
down.
Just
Shows
you will
You
do.
missed the letter.
Yeah. So you guys.
Symbol like Prince.
Nice-
And
nice
the- Is there an umlaut
Nice
on
to
top?
meet you. You.
Looks to the ball
Nice
is
to
at the
meet
bottom.
you. My name is Tello.
Yeah.
My name is Titan.
What? What? All right. Hey, what's up? I guess he doesn't
So
take your hand. He
Luna
looks
is
at it.
saying, I heard that much. So was she part of these orgies I heard about prior to us meeting? Give me a timeline on this.
These orgies I've heard about happening at my house.
Rough
That's
idea.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. We did establish that
She's
she
dead,
was,
all right. My mom's dead. That's all that matters. And you don't even remember her name.
How did she die?
Well, she's
Gonorrhea of the eye.
Is that why you were
Yeah,
looking up
close.
cures for-
She got the plague. She got the plague. You know.
She got it from Usidore.
Oh,
Your mother was dead?
Usidore's always run from his responsibilities. You don't even understand this guy, man.
So you guys
to be
would
fair,
know,
he teleported.
again,
He didn't run.
Yeah.
Carl,
Yeah.
your character has heard the legends that there's dragons everywhere. So,
Well, my character probably knows that there's dragons.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All over this place. We live in fear of them.
right. So that's why you snuck in here to find like the area where they teleport to get some information for Pip, so that he can, you know, he's got a lot of contacts. He could maybe have
What
new
hap-
people looking into his affairs instead of.
What happened to the bar?
Bar is thriving in Icewind
Oh, I
Dale.
thought it was in fucking.
Oh, you mean you have the yawning portal?
No. The one
The
that Pip owned.
stables?
Yeah, that's up
No,
way
yeah,
up
that's,
north.
Is it up north?
Besides, you wouldn't know anyway. You wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Pip
There's no
is
way to
living
know.
the dream.
Pip is living and hiding,
Well,
but
the-
living the
the
dream.
What's
cards
of
are
my,
the
here.
dream.
what's my character looking
Did
for?
you
here?
mention
What,
Pip?
what are Kylo Rennick and I looking for here?
Well,
So,
I might have mentioned
Pip
it too. We've
asked
been
you to come
hanging
here
out
to
for a
the
bit.
area to
Did
check
he
out the
mention
last
Pip?
place where
I don't
Edgar,
think so, no.
No.
sorry, Edward,
Yeah.
Edward was where he was sacrificed,
Wait,
where
he
they,
did
where they
mention
tore Edgar to shreds.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, Adam.
So I take a look on the wall then in that case, and I recognize that body that's only like an upper
Exactly
upper
as it
torso
was described.
is exactly as described.
Exactly in your dreams. Exactly the exact same
And
thing.
I cast speak speak to the dead on it.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay. So it's been strung up. His lower half is there.
Is it Aurora?
A horror?
No, it's not. It's the dad.
Oh,
Aw.
Edmonds?
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
It isn't.
It's
Oh,
the necromancer.
oh, it's Edgar.
It's Edgar.
Oh, Edgar. Oh, I'd heard so much about
Yeah.
you, Edgar. I'm sorry this happened to you,
Oh, yeah,
Edgar,
yeah.
hero of Waterdeep. Edgar, can you tell us what happened here?
Why is it so bright? Oh.
Edgar, we don't have much time, yo.
What? How much time is it? You have 5 questions.
No.
No. How much time? What's the time limit on it that you have?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just still casting it.
So, so what do you?
Who is this guy? Tell me. Who is he? And I point towards Usidore.
It's been so long, like, yet it seems like only yesterday. Where did you come from? Well, you haven't aged a day.
We just went through the,
Moths fly out.
yeah, we just went through you saw us off. We went
10
through the
minutes.
portal.
10 minutes.
We were gone for 10 minutes and we're back. How did this happen? What has happened? And by the way, I'm sorry. You look better.
Up to 5 questions.
Okay, so up to 5 questions. So that's
Oh,
1.
no.
Oh yeah,
Who
how
are
many
you?
questions did you ask already?
I asked one.
What's that? What was it? What was it?
Who are
Who
you?
is he?
Who is he?
Yeah.
No, but you asked
What?
me.
No, I asked him.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
who is he? Yeah.
All right. Who is
And
he?
then he went off and did
There was Usidore the Blue, Master of Light and Shadow, blah, 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 blah.
And then you asked him a question, so that's 2.
I asked him.
What happened?
What
He goes
happened?
into the long diatribe describing the same attack that I described twice, where the after your attack, you guys were assaulted in the city of Waterdeep at the stables that night, right?
Okay.
Shortly after then, like almost immediately after then, running to hide the Dragonhorn that Pip had, right? You guys fled Waterdeep, and answered the summons into Icewind Dale. It was a good opportunity, right? So you went to Icewind Dale, and then all that, and then you answered the summons of that wizard, right? Who you then big ancient dragon, and so on and so forth. You were gone. You weren't in Waterdeep for a long time, and no one said, aside from Pip, who sent people to Waterdeep to get set up the thing, right? After you guys did, that's the only contact that you had. So a lot of time passed where these people had a lot of time to set up, right? And yeah, I don't think you guys gave you just gave the information to the government to do with it what it will, and it did with it what it would. Except the refugees and let everybody in, and not everybody would allow people in, and then like
Also, they're liberals.
Yep. That's all right. Get a little political.
Just say it. In this game, this is what
Go
happens.
pure polyamorous.
It's a good tactic. It's a good tactic. It's sound
Mhm.
tactics. Sound tactics.
He's not like
Is the new mayor
No.
Trudeau?
So anyway, he describes the same battle. He describes that they killed Strago, the silver dragon. Okay, and not only did they, but some of the clerics of Tiamat that are still in the town raised him as an undead, not as a dragon lich per se, but as a dragon wight, and he obeys
Oh, that's
the
sad.
cleric's commands.
Who's this?
The silver dragon.
You silence.
I don't know which of the clerics, or if it's a large group of clerics that cast the spell.
So I'm gonna ask quickly.
I'm at 5%.
There's no-
batteries. That's fuck.
There's no quickly. Me and Charger's
I got one. I got one of those.
We're
charger
going.
things,
I'm
but-
going to ask: is
Yeah,
there
we
a
have to plug
way
it
to
in.
undo this
5%.
time difference? Is there a way to go back? Is there a way to fix this?
Yes, you see. We've got to go back.
we can run fast enough.
Yeah. 80 miles per hour. 88 miles per hour.
miles per hour.
Oh shit! Who's got one of the cords? I need one of the cords with
What
the
kind of
circle.
cords?
The cord with the circle on it. You know, the USB,
USB-C.
the good one, the good version that you don't have to find it up and it down.
Your
Plug it
Nintendo
in.
Switch has one.
Yeah, I'm getting the portable charger for it.
I got the battery pack. I just did the thing.
You got the cord, right?
Yeah. So I can plug one end into this and the other end into the phone.
So Luna's livid right now.
What the hell? So what you doing? Why can't we hear her?
So she's livid, and I don't know. Can you talk?
I
No,
think
there's
this
no
is
point
gonna
in
work.
talking.
Just
Just repeat what I said.
okay. She's producing a flame, holding it up to his head. She's standing behind him, and she's pissed. She's not pleased at all with the suggestion that
So the,
Usidore has produced an offspring with another female.
right. So the polar bear that once was standing, but now a drow standing beside you
Oh.
with. Do we have the infinite corridor happening here?
Yeah, we do. It's really cool. I got you, big guy.
Nice.
The number one focus.
That's how you open up portals.
Yeah.
Well,
Now we divide by 0. So that's the third question that was asked. What you were asking quickly was what? Sorry.
Is there a way to reverse all of this?
I'm sure there's.
What do you know? Like that kind of thing.
Okay, so I'm surprised it's so bright outside. The rain hasn't stopped. It rains most of the time, but it's also it dries away. The ground drinks it in. So as he's talking, like that's why it's too bright. Like every night I'm raised and I'm summoned, and I ensure that the numbers of undead remain constant. And as he's talking, the vines and stuff that writhe around all over the place kind of twitch and twist, right? Like he's gesturing with them. Like they use me to as one of like a battery.
Shit.
Suffering, and this two-headed dragon comes in sometimes and mocks me. We stood against him in the war, and I failed. A lot of people did escape and fled to the north through portals they erected themselves in the wild. Those that were lucky enough to travel with higher enough level mages. Sadly, Aurora's school for gifted youths and youngsters was destroyed, and we lost a great many very talented youth. But most people fled to the north to Pip, who was able to spread them throughout the cities in the north, as there was no white dragon presence in the north at the time. So they weren't able to establish a strong base up there. It's
The last refuges.
not of the world, but of the West.
Yeah.
Right. before you go venturing way out into the east.
So, did we get an answer as to whether he has any idea of how to
I'm
fix
sure
it?
he's sure that somewhere in the city, a spell and the required components exist. Did you not? When that happened, the hag's eye that I used to wear around my neck swelled up to the point of bursting, but didn't, and it solidified, and it was. We kept it locked in a room, and we had no contact with it. Just a feeling of malevolence from it. So we left it because we couldn't destroy it.
All right, you said it's somewhere in the city.
Did something happen with yours? Show me the hag's eye that we sent with you.
Do I still have that?
It exploded.
All over
when we
Rama was
teleported.
carrying it, so we could do the
Yeah.
chanting. Right?
We don't.
We don't have it.
I'm sure.
We wipe the slime off your shirt.
I'm sure somewhere in the grounds, in the remnants of the Mages Guild
Somewhere
or
here.
the Feral Estate, or
Rolling the-
perhaps within these very walls, the tools might be present, but I don't know. Like
Can you
to
repair that
reverse
or
the
no?
spell, it would probably be a lengthy ritual requiring some study. But you are all in grave danger. This is free. This would be number 5. No one asked a question. You're all in grave
no,
danger.
we're at 3, so this would be number 4.
Did you just ask another one? Yeah, 4.
No, you
4.
kept on talking. I let you
Sorry.
talk. You were telling me a lot. I didn't want to interrupt.
Making a mistake.
Yeah.
My bad.
Did you
I didn't want
granted
to
a
talk.
free
Well, he
wish?
wants to talk. He wants to
Yeah.
talk.
Your nose up, so
That's
Yeah.
why I'm not saying anything. I'm like, why say
Yeah.
anything if it might be something I'll answer?
But that's the last free one. So,
Okay.
2 more.
No, B2. B2. You said we're at 3.
okay.
Me too.
Here's 6. Here's the last.
Welcome back.
All right, just hold on a second. We're not going to ask you anything. We're just talking over here. Give us a second.
How long has it been real time that we've been talking?
What's gonna happen?
Hey, audience that we don't have.
It's been since 10:33.
No, not
No.
since
It's about 20
I was,
minutes.
I was talking to my wife about the little guy
Okay.
at 12, or sorry, 10:12.
Oh,
10:33.
So,
Okay, so
Sure,
you guys have any
10:33.
ideas on questions?
10 minutes is almost up, right?
Okay.
A couple more minutes. I
Can
can
we
feel the
help you?
magic's fading.
Is
I
there a way
asked
we
him-
can help you?
Why is Usidore such a dick? My mom says that he was a real dick. Tell me why.
Tell him why, Jay. Was it nothing but a heartbreak? What
I still
happened?
don't know who this woman was.
That's even more hurtful. That's
She
even
must
more
have
So
gone
the
by a
truth, he's
different
actually
name.
telling the truth.
Oh,
Doesn't remember. Doesn't
I
remember.
have no clue.
Wow.
History check.
Yeah.
After everything
Make a
she
history
told
check.
me
Make a
about
history
you,
check.
You were tight.
No, Jay has to make the history. Oh, yeah, Jay would have to make the history check.
I have to make a history check. Okay. 13, and I'm not proficient in it.
So that's going to be enough.
You
No.
could use the
Wait, he
bardic
gets plus.
inspiration
Does he
you
get plus
had
5
used.
wisdom? Oh,
Yeah, you
charisma?
do get plus 5 if you're using 30 feet of you. So plus 5.
Okay, so that's
18.
And
18.
use the Burdick. Use the Burdick. And then that way you'll be sure to get it. Next would be 10.
Do we, no, but we decided not to use it. Remember?
Yeah, but
You still have it.
Still
I
have
gave it to you. You
It's
choose
a
when you use
whole
it.
new world.
I'm looking before I share at 18. Before I tell you if you succeed or not, I need to know if you use
18
your
seems pretty
I
easy.
don't know, man. I don't know. 18 might not be decent enough to go back that far in the annals of Usidore.
I don't know. Your mom can't be
This
that
is to
fucking
see if I get
memorable.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
Exactly. I use a high DC.
Sure,
All
I'll
the
use it.
annals of Usidore.
Yeah.
Volume 3.
Just do it. Add the D10. Do it.
I'm adding the D10.
Yeah. Roll it up,
It's
Moose.
D10.
Roll it.
Okay, like so you're
So you
you're
need to
present,
add the D10 to what?
and you've been
18?
mentoring
18
this
plus one
person
D10.
who has become a warlock. So you and Carl's character know each other, so you guys can chat or
6.
whatever and figure out.
Oh, yeah, that's a pass for sure.
24.
24.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
There was a few ambers. I think someone that used to be a waitress at the stables for like
Was
a week.
she the one
before
that I
she-
took the
More than a week. Come on, man.
the
You
rags.
tell the story of Amber.
She
I'm
took the
over it.
rags
You
out
tell
of
the story of Amber.
Is she the one I took the ribbons out of during the first game?
Yes, but she's also.
You do actually remember that she was a waitress at that bar.
Did I take
Briefly.
Briefly.
did I take magic
And
ribbons out
is
of
that
every
weird?
You
orifice?
took a fancy to her. You were actually stalking this young lady, coming in at exactly when it was her time as a server, bothering her nonstop, leaving her good tips though, so she'd always come back to your area, and you'd give her pet names like Berber instead of just Amber and Amby. Like, Amby, can you bring me
I
another
remember
one?
this now. She was the one who
Until
wouldn't leave me
finally-
alone.
Until
She was
finally you
always asking
seduced
for
her.
my
He's telling the boss.
autograph.
He's telling the boss.
She was
to
always asking for my autograph. She tried to give me extra drinks.
And finally, your
and,
fame seduced her, and
Yeah.
she was with you.
and
And in the end, she said she
she
said that she would do it again, but
no, I can tell you also. No, I can tell you all about your mom. She was lovely, but she really just she was pretty obsessed with me.
that's
wasn't
not the
really
way she
my type.
describes it, nor any of the other
She-
waitresses that I've been in contact with who kind of raised me, helped raise me. They all knew Usidore the Blue, and back in your party days, maybe you've changed now that you settled down
Zone
and
of Truth
found your
says he
one
hasn't
true
changed.
love, but back in the day, you were a wild man.
Yeah,
Even
there you
Pip
go.
describes
Zone
you
of
as a wild man in the Chronicles of Pip, Volume 1-2.
You can
when he
attest
describes the
the
relationship
stories
with
that
you
you've
and
heard
how
of
he was
Usidore
living in
from
a
Pip.
tower.
That he
He
did in
was
fact
living
used to
in
host
the-
orgies.
Just yet
When
another
he-
one of
when Pip
Pip's
used to sleep in his,
serialized
like, sock drawer.
magazines that sometimes get
Yeah.
distributed, heralding his exploits and adventures.
Hit some
Well,
turtle with him at some
unfortunately,
point
it's
or another.
magically impossible because, like I said, I've been using spermicidal spells for a very long time. Say that 10
Well-
times fast.
Well, they're
I've been
not.
casting
Well, they're not-
cleanse constantly.
They're not
Yes.
one. They're not 100% effective. There's only one thing: abstinence.
Oh man.
I make sure to always
It's a clear
cast it
message of
twice.
this.
This message has been brought to you by the Red Tail Road.
Always use protection over.
If you knock her up, this is what could happen to you, bitch.
A bunch of middle-aged married men with
All right.
children. All
What are you trying to say? Middle age.
Except they're like, we agree. Our audience is like, it's true.
Yeah, our whole
don't
team.
don't make the same mistake as we did.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like we need to go and find some spells to take care of all of this, so that Waterdeep is not destroyed. Clearly, we weren't able to handle it without Usidore the Blue, but fortunately, he's back. So we're going to.
And absolutely no one else.
So-
on the other.
If everyone's quite done, I'm gonna. It's very bright. It's very bright.
We got
They're
two
going to.
questions.
They're going to. I'm going to be enervating. I will tell you. Will be enervating this area once the sun
Would
sets.
you like us to take away the last little bit of suffering you have
What time
with
of day
some
is it?
fire bolts?
Currently, it's high noon.
Noon.
But that would give us away. We gotta just let this old man live. If we torture him right now, they'll know we were here.
I will
Duh.
let you decide. What
What-
do you want?
What, are you
That's
gonna
your
give
last
it,
question.
Gonna give
What-
us
what do
all
you want?
away just because he knew this old dude?
Does he not know where the?
How are you going to
eye
get
is?
rid of them?
I
Take
just
his head.
we're inside, right? I could probably firebolt him 50 times if I wanted to.
Jesus Christ! You're gonna kill everybody
You
in
could
the hall.
absolutely
Not
firebolt
fireball.
him 50 times if you want.
Firebolt.
Bro,
Firebolt.
bro, let's just leave this old dude.
Does anyone
and
think
get out
this
of
is,
here.
does everyone
Okay, show
agree
some
this is a
respect.
good idea?
I am showing respect, all the respect he deserves.
I'm just
Tello-
asking if he wants it.
Tello will say that we don't want to give away our location. I don't really have a full picture of what's happened here, but any interruption
Ray of
to
Frost?
any interruption to the norm, I'll talk over him.
Yeah.
Will obviously let the dragons know that we're here, and I don't feel
I
that
can't answer the questions you're asking.
They can
I
smell
don't
us.
feel that we're in any position. I know I'm not to take on something like that at this time.
Yeah, we need a rest.
So in your fifth question was asking him if you
If
want
he
me
wanted,
to,
if he wanted to be killed.
I would
I
like.
thought I already asked the fifth question. Why is Usidore such a dick?
Why is Usidore such a dick? Sorry, yeah, I can't answer you.
Unless it's a bonus
Oh,
question.
and I'm done.
because
That kills me.
The strength of the
So
imagination.
sorry, that last conversation could happen as soon as he asked me why you're such a dick.
Or was it the
My
first
head
one?
drops.
Because we all just knew.
But
And I-
apparently he'll come back, whatever.
We all knew the answer.
I recast it. So you can ask your
It's
question
the
too.
infinite torture,
Let's
just
go.
recasting it.
Let's go.
No, for real.
Let
why
me
isn't it
die.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I can ask it 4 more times.
Do you want to
Trust me.
die?
there? You're
And how would we
Tell-
So you
Okay, we
can't
got 5 more questions. Do you
Yeah, cast it again. Yeah, why not?
do you want to die? How do you want to die?
Uh,
Is there
I
anything
don't
else
want to
useful
be
you can
I
tell
need
me?
to know how
battery,
to
but
include.
Tell me the top
I'm not
5
the
reasons.
only battery
5
they have.
examples, please.
But if they could use me like a battery, perhaps you guys could find a way to use me. If I can aid you in at all in casting this spell to restore order and perhaps change this fate, I can't do that if you ash me. If you destroy
Sounds
me.
good. We'll
Oh,
keep
does
you
that
as
mean
much
we
as
can
I
like suck
don't-
the energy out of this old dude?
Yes, immediately yes. That's what you understand that you say.
Oh, but how do I get slurping?
How
He
do
looks
I
down.
deal?
I have no legs.
I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah.
What do you know about this guy?
I
He's a
Nothing.
dick, just like
I'm
you.
nothing.
see. Nothing. I know
2 more
that,
questions left.
but they don't cast it again. So
Okay.
you actually have like 15.
15.
No, you have 13.
All right. Is there anything else that can help? Do you know of any access to magical weapons? Can you teach me any spells while we're here?
Oh my
He
god.
has to have disembodied corpse. All right. What's
Not
corpse so gotta
during
say?
the day. During the day, I have no power.
But I take it we don't want to be here at night because the zombie hordes will be rising. Am I understanding this correctly?
That is correct. They will be using me to fuel them and to act. They'll be using me in that to that effect.
What do you suggest we do in the meantime?
Hide. Fight. If you, I can't. So I. Sorry. So I can't begin to tell you where to look. You know as well as I all the places of power. There's Castle Waterdeep, perhaps somewhere in the Undermountains of Halaster. Perhaps he warned you to stay away from the bay because there are Grimheart's servants surround there and worship Tiamat there. Yawning Portal is still in business
The Yawning Portal is still in business.
and thriving.
I think that might be
but
a
I
place
warn
to
you, I warn you that there are at least 9 dragons.
At the Yawning Portal.
No, in Waterdeep right
One-
now.
one indeed. Waterdeep.
One is held for breeding.
Who's in the yawning portal? Are they
Durden.
servants of the?
Durden still runs the Yawning Portal.
Do you know how this makes no sense? How could he still be running it? He must be working with the dragons?
I
Is
know
there a
nothing
new
of
political
Durden.
structure here?
I know nothing of Durden, but legends say he's run the Yawning Portal for 150 years, but he's a mere human. Barkeep, he's always been there. He's a fixture.
Let's try and head to the portal.
Let's try and head to the portal.
You guys also there's the Mages Tower there's the Mages Guild headquarters. There's
The Mages Guild is still working.
No, you know where they are in the city.
Right.
You know the
It's
goblin.
a tempting target
Well,
for
this-
both of us too.
To be honest, this house is a tempting thing to search because
Yeah.
we know stuff is stored here.
So
Entire
We just
levels,
don't know.
entire layers of the place have caved in, and others haven't. There's the whole basement. Like the upper 3 floors on the main manor are destroyed. Aurora's tower has had the top ripped off, and you can see liquid pouring out from it, like
So
the remnants of something of
we
like
have
molten stone and metal. And
5,
bone
6
pouring out.
hours worth of we have 5 or 6 hours before dark hits. It's noon.
presumably,
raining.
if we went to the Yawning Portal, we'd at least have a place to sleep. So I like that. I mean, we can come back and search later. Do we have time to search here and go to the Yawning Portal?
I warn you,
Yes.
only Dragonborn are permitted to roam the streets of
Hmm.
Waterdeep, and they are relegated to the docks
I
and the
have
south ward.
seeming ready to
I
go.
have greater invisibility.
We could do seeming. We can all just be dragonborn.
So I can.
Do we
cast-
understand? Does anybody understand Dracana?
Oh, that's a problem.
I can cast 3 greater invisibilities. Oh, it doesn't last very long. Shit. Never mind.
Seeming lasts a while, but if we don't
And then if
speak
that happens,
Draconic,
you've got the greater invisibilities that you can burn.
But I've got regular invisibility as well,
is there a way that
which lasts an hour, so I could do it. I've
does
got enough
anyone
spell
have
slots
like
to do the party.
understand
Yeah.
tongues? There's like a spell for that. Understanding all.
What level of spell is seeming? Yeah, tongues.
Invisibility.
No, there is a spell.
We
but
don't
you have
need
How
to
does
get-
make my guy speak Draconic? It would be thematically
Yeah,
probably
sure.
on point. So my guy, what? You mean you don't speak Draconic? Everyone speaks Draconic. They make us learn Draconic.
Well, if you want some evidence that I haven't been
Oh, plus 2 languages, so we
aware
can
of what's going on here, there's evidence I've no
You can
clue
have
of that.
Or that you're just a total moron.
You're a fake. It makes sense for you to have.
That's my boy.
Luna is really getting ready to shank you.
What for? I'd shank me too.
I'll let you want to go.
So people are done. Then, like, basically, we're just doing like story here.
Yeah, it's
depending
kind
on
of
what
like
people do.
go at any point. But at the
Yeah.
same time, the story's just
So
still
I want to
going.
know how
I don't
if you
know-
guys
I
are
don't
going to
know the
proceed.
names.
I'm looking for like
Whatever.
A
you go to the yawning
destination for the
portal.
night.
Are you going to cast seeming? Are you going to the yawning portal?
Probably
are you
So
going
speaking.
to Are you going to explore the
casting-
goblin tunnels?
Like
that
I'd
you know
like to rent
exist?
a hotel and a room and everything.
Casting invisibility will get us to the portal without having to try and talk to people. Without,
You came in the exact spot. Oh, the yawning portal.
Yeah. If we're confident that it's not, from what he was saying, it seems like it's a safe place.
Is it only dragonborn? there?
Only dragonborn are permitted.
Or permitted to walk around the city.
Oh,
Are permitted within the city walls.
well, what about at the yawning portal? Is that the case? Is it just? Are there humans there?
There's Durnan. Durnan persists. It seems.
But
So we
would
could
we be
go-
able to go and say rent a room there? Is that possible? Or is it just
Well,
just
It seems like
dragonborn
it's
there?
within the walls of Waterdeep, and only dragonkin are allowed in Waterdeep. Therefore,
Therefore,
we would not
well,
But
I
be
was
it's
able
wondering
got
if there was
some-
some sort of
If he
magic
casts
dark
got
blue
protection on
protection.
If he casts
Yes.
seeming, you are all dragonborn for all visual effects, as long as no one touches you.
Yep. We've used this ruse before.
Right? So that could go far, but so if that's what you're doing,
But if
I
anyone
just need to know
sees
we
through
can end
that,
whenever I know
we'll
what you guys are
know
doing, and I'll know
those
which
guys.
route you're taking
Why-
and what to have prepared.
Why would you even want to go in there?
You know a better place where we can go get rested up?
I probably do, but I know of some place in the slums that we'd be able to get into.
When you were traveling through the sewers,
Yep.
you didn't. Do you have survival? Do you have nature? Knowledge, survival.
I don't know that part yet.
Okay. Do you know knowledge, nature, knowledge, survival? So no evidence of any animals at all. It seemed quiet in the sewers.
Don't want to be in the sewers.
That would be the safest place to be. I don't know how your church would be. You would have to get there and find out.
Yeah.
I'd still be blessed, probably.
Probably would be. Maybe. Well, there are. Again, he tells you that he told you that there are clerics of Tiamat.
Well, they probably defiled the church and taken it as their own, the ultimate insult.
Remember, the Temple of Oral up north that you guys encountered was originally, like when you found it, you had to remove the banner of Tiamat to
Yeah,
find
I remember.
to find the symbol of Oral that was beneath it. So it was they had already,
Taken
converted
over.
a church.
Yeah, we're just looking for a place. Is there? And where's the closest inn that we could go to? Like, I assume there's nothing like that inside the town. Is
You
there
guys-
any
they
kind of
came into the
enclaves,
sewers.
hiding spots?
Oh, you're asking. They don't know. They came into the sewer.
This might sound strange, but I've heard of such things. Are there any communities in the sewers?
We saw nobody down there.
No.
All they did was come in. They saw nobody down You guys know Usidore is the only one of the party, and Luna, I think did Luna know about the goblin where they had their
She
court?
came in
She
after.
sailed back with
Yeah,
the
she
goblin,
sailed
back.
so she
And
would
went to the
know.
goblin court,
She'd
so
be
she would
comfortable
also know where the goblin court is.
So we could try and go there. But it sounds like the goblins are all dead.
The court might persist.
Ooh,
Okay,
wasn't.
let's do that. Let's
Well,
go find the
would
goblins.
my guy know if that beholder dude from Waterdeep is still alive? Xanathar? Would my guy know if Xanathar is still alive? After all, we had dealings with him.
How much of it you would have to find out how close you got with Pip for him to share this information with you. Are you expendable as a
Well,
resource, or are you
I'd say I'm a
actually
good-
friends with him?
I'm a good. My character would be like a good street
feel like
level
you-
informant.
I feel like Pip would be close to Usidore's son, considering their
He
relationship.
claims to be Usidore's son. He doesn't look like him.
Yeah, like
Like exactly like him according to his 19.
yeah, like if
They do that in Game of
If-
Thrones
if
at one point,
Pip's
and
pretty
there's not a
comfortable.
relationship there.
Yeah.
So
I could see Pip sharing more about what's happened and how his, if he really
Yeah.
believes it, because Usidore and him are
So
regardless
Xanathar
of
is
yeah,
the
we're best
challenges were very
Xanathar has
close.
set up shop
Yeah.
under the
We're best
manor house
friends.
Right.
beside in the tunnels that lead to the
Pip,
lake.
Pip facilitated helping Xanathar to take over the north or get in.
And now
a
those
foothold.
resources and channels, like they were used them to move refugees and stuff. Pip is a prominent figure in the north, but no one knows he's a prominent figure. He's like when they hold council meetings, someone goes there and refers what you would say, and it's a different person every time. You know, but it could very well be you under
you have a
illusion,
representative.
right? It could be the guy at the bar running it or whatever. You're just a customer, however you want to run that. But yeah, Xanathar is there and helped. He's not entirely evil. He did help move a lot of refugees to the north.
Xanathar is up north. Then.
Yeah, and there's a huge resistance movement up north.
Are they being very
You
successful?
guys don't know that.
Have they
Only
been very
Pip knows
successful with using the dragon balls and the demon balls to power up the troops?
The demon balls never actually made it past the market researching phase, unfortunately.
You have 50C.
Yeah, they
Did-
went.
did-
They created
didn't
it,
didn't
and
you give me
then
a
boom.
clutch of those? Though? Didn't you give me like a whole pile of bottles?
I thought that I gave you one, a sampler.
Oh, I thought you gave me like 14 or something.
Did you get? Oh yeah, you did get a bunch of them. That's right.
Yeah.
No, that was something else.
No. You gave me some
I think you
potions.
did get some of each one though. I don't know.
You did. I
Oh,
was
no, so you
away. I
got
think
some.
you were giving
So-
me a present because I
So
was at home
I
and I
think
was
we
sad.
should go. We'll go to the Goblin Court to rest up,
Yes, agreed.
and then from there we'll decide if we want to go to the yachting portal to see what we encounter there, or where we want to go.
We need to find a way to speak
Everyone's in agreement?
Draconic so we
Does that
can.
sound
Yeah,
fair?
let's do it.
Agreed.
On the journey through the sewers, Rama takes stock of everything he sees. Taking his time, you're moving through very slowly, making sure no one's making a noise. There are no small animals in the sewers at all. There's no rats. There's nothing. This place is like void of all scurrying moving things. Though there are occasional piles of rubbish, like it could be whatever build up, but there's nothing looks like it's been disturbed down here for a very long. And he passes without a trace. Lasts for 10 minutes, and he'll do it again to get everyone to the Goblin Court, where you rest, you gain all your spells back.
And have we found goblins there?
It is empty. There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing.
Just in the room.
And now it's
Any
a large
clues?
open. It's a large open space. So I'll describe it in detail next game. This is where we'll start.
Yeah.
But you guys have found a secure spot where you think a long time ago it looks like things were packed up hurriedly, but they're goblins, so they don't really pack up a lot of things.
Right.
Right. So I don't believe I need to build that out for next game, but you have I draw out a map.
Cool.
So that you guys can know and we can carry on. And in the chat, if we come up with like a direction you want to go from there. So I was thinking, okay, so I was thinking of starting a separate chat that we only talk about game stuff. Right? So it's easier to scroll through when we need information. that make sense?
Yep.
Right. Because the other one's good for like organizing games and general.
So one that's just for that makes sense.
for like
gameplay.
just for like
Yeah.
canon stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense.
While you're here, I have an option as well. So everyone's gonna be rested up. We'll be fully rested. Everything's that. Get your
And level.
choose your 4 spells.
Yes.
Level up your characters. Change everything that you need. You've chosen lucky feet. I'll level up Rama, and Rama I'm just gonna use run like plot like Bebop because I have skills. He's a useful character. He's in the party. Someone else can play him for the most part, but if I need him to do something, I'll use him for that.
At this
Base
point,
guitar.
we have 2 warlocks, a wizard, a druid. A
Right.
People
bard.
might be dead by now.
You're right. He's going to take this time,
we
and
need some muscle.
so we'll talk about that. I can very easily I'm not really muscle, but he's useful. But he can go off and search and track and not travel with you guys at times.
And you can do some outstanding damage too.
But it's up to you if you want to have him with you or if you want him to
Should stick around for a bit.
we'll talk in the chat about what you want him to do. If you want him to scout,
But didn't Bebop get stuck on the other side of the portal?
not Bebop, Rama.
Oh, Rama. Sorry, I thought you
The
were
ranger.
talking about Bebop. Okay.
He's the fucking knight. Shadow in the dark. So,
Not the hero the city deserves. He's not the. How's that go?
he doesn't give a fuck what
He's
the
They need not the one.
he thinks
when they
Rama
need, not the
honestly
one they
thinks
deserve.
that Waterdeep has never looked better. He doesn't like cities,
Okay.
but it's tragic to hear what happened here. But it's nice to see this level of nature returning. And if you use this time, you don't see any animals in the sewers. We'll deal with everything that happens as it happens until we get to it if there becomes a routine, a daily event.
Cool.
Right? Because if you guys are going to travel at all above ground, you need to cast a spell seed.
I'm glad I grabbed that when you way back. It seemed like a
It is a fucking cool spell.
cool spell.
So, I had a question. I saw a variant on spell casting.
Hmm.
And I want to float it. I liked it. I played it this way before. It works. And I want to float it to the table. Instead of having spell slots, you have a number of spell points,
Almost like key points,
like mana points.
mana points.
So when you get a level 1 spell, you have 1 mana. When you get a level 5 spell, you gain 5 mana on that level up. When you gain, but level 7 spells and above, you only cast 1 per day. You only ever get 1 slot for those. But then people wouldn't be limited to
One level 5. If
Yeah,
you had enough
you got one- yeah.
3s and 2s.
Yeah,
you could
yeah,
add up
to add up
5,
to it.
yeah.
Right.
because as you explore as you're exploring the sewers, tell me what you're doing before we end here. So you're exploring the sewers. On the way there, you have time. Is anyone doing any kind of?
I mean, if I had an opportunity to
I have it. but
pillage
I don't have
that
cities, that's
Mage's
my
Guild,
thing.
I'd be all over that. But that doesn't seem like something we'd have time to do on the way to the sewers.
Primeval awareness won't work for me in the city, so I can't do my thing. Show you I have a blackjack.
We can knock out the TV.
I can cast silence all day.
Yeah, I don't need to do all this.
Okay, so I don't think I can use primeval awareness. If I can't, I'll use it in the chat. I'll tell you about it.
I'll do a nature.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
a 20.
D20.
Oh,
It's a 20 on that green dice.
nice.
So just to get a feel for this isn't natural, obviously, but
So there is an abundance of magical energy throughout this place.
This one.
And as you move toward toward the south, toward the wharf, the magic energy is growing.
Is it evil? Evil?
Tell me you're using your.
You would be the person.
No, you don't roll for it. You just tell me you're doing it.
Yeah.
And that's your time doing it, right? Or no, so that counts the extra time doing it. No. No, it is. You sense. What does that allow you to sense? The presence of. You detect good or evil. Just good or evil. You detect evil. You detect evil. A great amount of evil, actually.
Yeah, all that shit's evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like just the at some points as you're healing, you feel surges of magical power that like and you would feel them too that don't seem natural, like at times. And as you rest on the surface, the pulse happens at nightfall, same time the nightfall would fall. Okay, so
And on that schedule that Edgar had mentioned.
right. So that's where we will. Now, also with the destruction that you saw up top, remember the city of the dead that they had?
Yep.
The walls of that.
That's where it
could
works.
very well, right? The walls of that could very well be destroyed, and that is like centuries and centuries worth of corpses that are buried there and interred there.
Wandering around.
Good to learn.
So,
Nice.
and you're in the city, but you're in the city. You guys.
So are these corpses like only coming out at night?
Freaks come out at night.
Because the days
You haven't seen
are
any
much
yet.
too bright.
Gee, how old are we?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I love that Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
Yeah.
Such a good album.
So
I wanted to
that's
see
where
them
we'll
as
end
well.
it. Level up your characters.
Yeah, I want to.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah,
So,
but I won't be able
12.
to. But
If
like mid-September.
But if anyone is like doing like Arcana checks or anything, tell me while you're resting.
I'm doing an
You're taking
Arcana
your
check.
time.
We
You're
would
learning
be, I'd be
spells.
assisting him with Arcana checks, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
Can he take the Arcana checks with disadvantage because I'm pestering him and making condescending
You
remarks?
can take away the advantage.
Ooh, I will do that. I will remove the advantage by being like,
Hello,
As if
slaps
Usidore.
him. Fuck.
Luna had already said she was going to injure you too. You should be taking hit points.
what? Is she
What?
literally
Is she actually doing it?
Oh
assaulting
yeah,
me?
no, she said she
Since
was
she was
like,
going to, you said
I
she was
know.
very near. Like that changes a few things.
And we kill off another one of Carl's characters.
Are you harming him?
Just like accidentally slap it.
She might have gone to bed.
If you are,
Did you harm him and how badly?
She didn't harm me.
you have to tell him what he has to do. Is he makes a saving throw or is it an attack roll?
I
I
Is
did
it
like a
nothing.
big burn on his face, Avatar style.
Oh no. You like me. You want to get to know me.
She's thinking about it.
Yeah.
So, while he's being loud and he's interfering.
Oh, she burns your hair. Grabs a handful of your hair and burns it, just to show you she can.
I said, damn.
Okay, as he
That's
talks,
That's an act
slapjack,
of
blackjack
aggression.
across the back of the head. Oosh!
That's an act of aggression. Why would you
this
do
guy
that,
talks
you crazy drow weirdo? What's wrong with you?
Hey,
Damn.
don't talk to your new mother that way.
New mother. You're
No,
not even my
dude, I
dad.
blackjacked
You're
you. You're
nobody.
out. You're
You're
unconscious.
nothing. You're a
in the middle
nobody
of
to me.
talking. You just
You get blackjack. Yeah.
Fool.
What?
You knocked out.
You can't just do that.
Why not?
Blackjack.
You're totally distracted by her burning you in the face.
Then what? You just hitting on the back of the head?
You're interrupting. We have something we're trying to accomplish, and this new loudmouth teenager is interfering with that, and
He
it
asked
means
me a
nothing to
question.
me.
Yeah. He's the one who provoked that.
You're a young man. You're
I
old,
didn't provoke it.
yeah, you're old enough to be adventuring.
Luna straight up burned his hair off. She
Right,
straight up made a
but
physical
that's not
attack
the
on him.
point. The point is that you were interrupting the wizard from trying to figure out what the fuck's happened. That's what's bothering him. He wants him to focus and tell him what's happened.
I never did get an answer to that fifth question. Why is Usidore such a dick?
Genetics.
Oh, great. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Spending 5 minutes with him answers that question.
Yes. Yeah, but
Yes.
in
I saw
training.
how easy it was for you to get all these cool powers, so I was like, yo, Dark Lord took me up.
No,
And they were like, have this stuff. And I was like,
So you know,
and I started
when you met
blasting.
him, he was like a loudmouth punk. He's still a loudmouth punk, but with potential. Like he channels. He's a level 10 commoner.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he's a level 2 warlock. He's been having these visions, which you help guide him through.
And like I said, I started blasting.
So he's like, so he's a level 10 commoner, which is not really all that great, but also interesting for flavor.
What? Are you telling me that it wasn't great?
Well, I'm
All
saying you're not
those nights that I
min-maxing, Carl.
spent in the farm,
I'm saying you're
all
not
that
min-maxing.
milking of cows, all those sheep that I sheared, all those nights on the street after Mom got sick, and I was the only one there to take care of her. Who are you to even talk to me? You don't know
Well, you're
me.
out. You're conscious.
A double lump,
Yeah.
2 lumps.
So, yeah, that's where we can end, right? But yeah. So currently, everyone is resting in thing, and you know that this. So he's making his checks now without interruption. So it's the source of this magic is not because it's a dragon slayer, right? I don't believe I have.
It's Would you feel better?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
You feel okay? I thought you were
Yeah.
feeling off.
No,
I have no
I'm
clue.
fine.
But
Sean
you
was sick,
No, I'm not
You're
sick
saying
now,
being
but
sick
it's
sometimes.
not
I was
the
sick,
magic surge has nothing to do with
Good
the
now.
dragon. You're trying to like distill the essence of what kind of magic this is. It's not necromantic magic. It's not like the magical effect naturally caused by the dragon's presence.
I didn't get it several times. I'll just
Something else.
for months. I had it twice.
And now, which brings me to the question: are we changing the
Can I
magic?
put garbage in there? Or is that just recycling?
Recycle.
I think it's just.
I go through it. Throw it in there.
Fine.
I would want to think about that first and think about all the implications.
So here's the. So I'll
That'll
say it.
affect us the most.
Well, in
There's
some
not a
ways,
lot
I
of
think that
cost
takes
to
away
it.
from the purpose of being a sorcerer. Because that's like a sorcerer's whole deal is having like a spell pool that they can draw upon to cast it. Now, in the case of the wizard, it's always been like, hey, you're more powerful, but you have these restrictions put on you. And those restrictions are having to choose the spell and having to memorize the one of each one and really carefully
It is a big
allocate
part
your
of the
spells.
wizard's
Gives-
job.
Yeah, I mean,
Versus being able to draw upon the spell multiple times when it's kind of like,
yeah, like the pro to me would be I could cast 2 6-level spells instead of saving that slot
Yeah,
the one time I want it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it almost makes us OP in some
that's what I
ways.
mean.
Right.
That's what
Okay.
I was
So
thinking,
I'm
I was
okay
like,
with the restriction.
I was like, just like,
But-
it seems pretty like,
I mean, selfishly, it makes life
Oh, no,
easier.
for
but
sure. I just
I know
think
where
that
you're
it
coming
takes
from.
away. I think that it just turns everyone.
No,
into
I agree. That's why I
Supermans,
wanted to
and it's
ask,
just
Well,
like,
that last encounter is like, okay, do I bump up my 5th level to a 6th
See?
for the
Yeah.
chance of getting 2 guys?
And you
It's,
wouldn't
it's a
even
lot of what it is.
and
to
you
be a
wouldn't have had
wizard,
to
I
make
think.
that choice otherwise.
Right,
You would have
and
just
it
done it
ended
up-
one
I
time.
blew a slot because both guys saved.
Yeah, but they did
Whereas-
make the rules.
Right, yeah, and but then I could have maybe had a second chance. So I think it's nice to have the
Yeah.
restriction. I get
Yeah.
where you're coming from.
Right, no,
Flexibility is fun.
Just why I'm asking because I thought it was cool.
Once you hit
I
12
agree,
level,
it
your
is cool.
character's pretty OP.
Right.
It is cool.
So
Yeah, but then you're right. It does take away from the sorcerer. The benefit to being a sorcerer, though, are different. You get different bonuses.
Oh,
You
I
get
know.
sorcery
I just mean like
points.
one of their main things though is like having your spell pool that you can cast
You
whatever.
still
you
only
want.
know so many spells per day,
That's right. That's right.
right?
You can't learn them the same way a wizard can learn them either. You can't just sit there and scribe
Right,
the spell
right,
and then you
right.
have it. So there's like lots of negatives.
also-
I'd say there's
now-
far more negatives to
Right,
playing a
but-
sorcerer than there are
Depends-
positives.
You're right.
Yeah, I'll
How the
tell
way
you.
we play, yes. But
Having that spell pool is nice though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the only
Yeah.
thing that differentiates it from the
Yeah.
wizard, as far as I'm concerned, right? Is that
Right.
you guys have to memorize, and I get to cast from the pool.
So, that's cool. I'm down with it being known. I just wanted to float it. The other thing is, though, if we were playing this style of play 100%, I think, yeah, I get it. If we were playing where we actually tracked the downtime it took for you to scribe scroll,
Right.
for you to, it would, if in a game where like long-term direct planning matters for time, like timings,
Right.
sure, I can see it, but we don't.
Yeah, it's always
Thing is-
epic adventures with us. I rest a month in between.
Yeah.
well, to be fair, we probably needed that rest for some of the shit we've
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And you needed to like establish the pub, establish the inn, and like all that stuff that you did, the groundwork should have a benefit. And it does. Fortunately, Waterdeep was doomed to follow. The hag's prediction came true.
It did come true. Maybe that's why their eyes burst. They're like, haha, we have lived in an eyeball form long enough to see it. And
Just
now
a
we
curse.
can
It's still a part of their DNA. It's still their actual eye.
all right,
All
that'll
there.
awesome. Thanks, Adam.
All right, thanks,
And
Al.
thanks, Carl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thanks.
Carl.
No problem,
Good
guys.
segue. It was a good. It was interesting to watch you guys in the same night.
Yes.
Different sections of the
Yeah.
adventure. See the difference.
I know you didn't get a
now.
chance to do much. You just cut all the way back, like from back when you used to play. But like,
But
Or
now
you get to
ask
know and
questions
travel
about
with the
your
party.
character, and you get to like
Yeah.
work on your character sheet,
Yeah.
so you're good for next time you come in.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can think about the next what happened in those 15 years.
yeah, and if you have an idea for a background thing that you want, you're level 12. Stuff's happened to you. You met them at level
Ooh.
6, had a small adventure with
She
them,
took all of your hair
and
and then dumped water
So you
on it
can't just
afterwards.
decide to do that. I would
Uh-huh.
actually definitely react to that for
I
sure.
spent a lot of time.
As soon as that crazy
But then
bee goes
I
to even
definitely
burn
would.
any of my hair, in
Yeah.
fact, I'm like, you get your hands off
So
me.
I've
I
been
don't
in-
know you.
There's a voodoo
Not in
doll,
Waterdeep,
you know?
in
Been in
Icewind
Waterdeep the
Dale.
whole time?
No, you've been in
Sorry, you
Icewind
don't
Dale
have any hair.
in the north
man.
where you adventured.
And
And
you're
you're
knocked
to
out.
East
You're
Haven.
not,
Yeah, you guys are
Town.
child abusers,
A
all
lot of
of
stuff
you.
happened.
Just sit
Like,
here,
I
you just gonna
haven't
let that
touched
happen,
all
Colin?
the
You're gonna let these
buildings.
guys just
They
abuse
stopped
me like
the
this?
whole,
I
like,
didn't
I didn't do
Keldor
anything,
army
man.
and all
I was
that
literally
stuff.
just walking down the hall. I got levitated.
I'm not
I
evil.
got
I
dropped
just
the cold
I
rolls.
snatched you because you're running
Like,
away.
she
And
snatches
you were off
me,
doing other
knows
things.
I'm his son, and lets
So
this
whatever you wanted
crazy
to go off and
psycho
off
burn
doing.
my
What?
hair and beat
I
me
just
up.
saw it
talk.
happen. I
We'll
was
talk
like,
about what
wow,
it
that was
is.
Yeah,
heavy.
whatever. Yeah, but did you step in to do anything about it? No,
Because
you
Pip
didn't.
has-
Shows what kind of character
Too
you
late.
are. Mom was
Pip has
right.
connections. Is Caleb Renner? Is Caleb Renner?
I will take.
You've traveled with him.
well,
Do you
since
trust
you're
him
not
enough
dead,
to allow
I'll give
him
you a little bit
access
of what
to
ails you.
know that you're
Oh,
actually
help
someone
what ails
important and
you. I'm
access
gonna
to
take out some of
the Thieves Guild's
some of the
supplies
trusty
to
ball
to get
of my
equipment at least
Dragon
to make
Balls.
them available for his purchase.
You're gonna rub it on your head to stimulate follicle
Yes.
growth.
Okay.
I think so.
You travel with him like
Got that
once.
on
That's
your
what I'm
head.
saying. Like,
Right, like maybe not
Like,
So your hair will grow back.
terrible.
through
Absolutely
yeah,
terrible.
like
yeah.
Or wake up
You
with
facilitate
I
it.
can't believe
But
you
there'd be
guys
some
just knocked,
contact with the-
knocked me out.
maybe
Yeah.
not the main warehouse, but the
Yeah,
How do you
yeah,
feel
yeah.
about that? You
We were
said-
all
you
annoyed.
They
find
have
out,
access to
you
a
find
large
out
amount
you've got
of
a son,
supplies.
and they just
Xanathar has
they
people
just
making
cracker
weapons
jack
and
him.
stuff.
They knock him out, then they
He's
burn
got a
his
whole.
hair off.
We can
He's
talk
Usidore
about
isn't
what's
convinced,
going
but
on
he's
in the
very
north.
confused
Pip
and a
sent
little
him
upset.
to go
Yeah,
find
and you're even
Usidore,
more upset when you find out that
Yeah.
really was your
probably
son,
would've-
and then
Yeah.
you
Amber
treated him
lives.
so
Amber used to
poorly.
live in Icewind Dale. She was one of the refugees who came up.
Icewind Dale, you never got down with anybody in
Not
Icewind
Icewind
Dale.
Dale. Sorry, East Haven. During the Icewind Dale is the region.
No, he never got down
Well,
with
that's
anybody
from-
there.
No, but that's where
She escaped. Waterdeep
she
to go there.
was. She died up in East Haven.
So yeah, Pip would have known her from those
Yeah,
days.
didn't
and
see her pregnancy.
in the mornings.
He was already born when you met her.
You would have known him from the orgy days before he like settled down
in
that
the
room.
mornings when I curled
That's
out
right.
of my drawer
And you
and
know
met
that
the
she
women
was,
in the kitchen.
and you know
Yeah,
despite
yeah,
and you know
yeah.
despite
Put it
his
in the
denials, you know that
Entirely possible.
Amber
I've
or
spent enough
Murmur
time.
was one of his preferred wenches that would always be over there, and he was leading her on just like a couple of the other
Well,
women in
And
his
I've
harem.
spent enough
Not
time
necessarily
with
that he
you to see the
was.
similarities that
That's the mother's perspective.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know,
Right?
You know.
I've spent enough time with you to see the
Yeah.
similarities between the two of you and feel fairly confident.
Pip is
Yeah.
convinced.
So I would have hooked them up on their trip down so that there's some magic items they can have.
And Pip-
you
Yeah, I'm
figured
thinking about
obviously
changing
you
my
figured out
name
what
from
it
But
is.
you-
otherwise, it limits what I'm going to offer.
Yeah, like
right?
I would have set them up because they're
Yeah.
obviously on an important mission.
Very cool.
Obviously.
Thinking of making a risk.
Obviously.
Brainwash kids in the cult.
Yeah, that works.
Just for a bit. Probably
Yeah.
lose you a lot of time too, though. Like
Yeah.
be alone. That's kind of
Nice. Okay. Yeah. You work
Yep,
with that.
say hey to the dark gods for me. Yeah, I wonder what my guy's up to. I'm gonna go and have a chat with him.
Yeah, whatever you're wanted to have done in your, what are you, 16?
Yep.
Well, who does he worship? Who's his
Oh, whoever the one who gave me the most power was for sure. Shit.
That's your choice. You get to decide.
Blast them, blast them,
Yeah,
blast
there's a long
them.
list. You want it to be? Can it be like?
Oh, I want to find out all of them. Oh, you can send me some links out of them and I'll look it up for next time.
I just want
Oh, there
to.
goes this guy. He's awesome.
So this is the one that he took. The Archfey. Here's the list.
That's it? There's not more guys?
No.
There's not more than that? That's all the guys?
I'll do choices.
Aren't there more?
The Archfey, Celestial. These aren't just gods. These are like.
Yeah, I know.
Tenants.
They're like,
This
aren't
is
there more?
no.
There's not more of that? There's not like some Tasha's.
Yeah,
Cauldron
they're all
or
here, man.
whatever?
Books here. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Everything's
Oh,
here.
man.
Steve,
I
you,
bet my own
get
day.
into Baldur's Gate 3 yet?
No.
Well, it's got to follow one of
Actually, I
these.
haven't had
Like your dwarf, it's got to follow one of these things.
Oh, cool. Do you want to send that to me? Do you
I
want to send me that wiki?
downloaded
Just a copy. and
Pal
paste and
World.
send it
Have you
to
heard of
me.
that?
Yeah, Pal World. Yes.
I downloaded it. I
What
haven't
is
played
it?
it yet.
It's
kind of like
Pokemon, except you murder them for realsies.
yeah, it's like Pokemon, but like they got guns and
Yeah.
shit.
Pokemon Kill.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, guys. So I guess we done here. That's the general consensus. I can at least turn off the video recording.
Yep.
Roto
Yeah.
Rogue piece.
Roto Rogues. Here we go.
This
Well,
message has been
next
brought
time.
to you by the people in St.
The little water.
Oh,
The letter R.
Yeah, the letter R.
Oh, you don't ever do that.
Thomas.
Never tell them where you-